Live again. Sorry about that. I had a few hiccups this morning, so I had to go back to Walmart. But now I'm driving to my next spot to start searching. Right now, I'm just going to currently wait for people to start joining in. Right. Starting to see some people coming in. I'm currently in South Tucson right now. Heading. So I'm gonna go south of where I was earlier. I don't know if any of you guys saw the live I had on earlier, but I had a few hiccups and had to go back to Walmart get some more things. But I am on my way back down that way. Luckily, I wasn't far from a Walmart, so yay! Here we go. I'm on the drive down I-19. Been wanting to do this search for a while, but kept getting redirected up back towards Nancy's because I don't know. Just a lot of people were saying don't think anything's happening down this area. Also posted something yesterday in YouTube on my feed that a couple of weeks ago I was out searching by Nancy's with a friend of mine, and we were in like a public wash area, and one of the residents, I could tell she'd been following us for about 5 or 10 minutes, and so I kind of stopped. I told my friend, I'm like, hey, let's just hang out here for a minute. I want to see what this lady's going to do. And sure enough, she was an elderly lady, obviously retired, lived in the community. She came up to me and my friend, and she was like, hey, what's going on with you guys? And I said, oh, we're just, out for a hike, going for a walk. She said, well, you're on private property. And I'm like, private property? Hey, what's up, backyard gardening farm? How you doing? She said we were on private property, and I said, this is a public wash. For you guys that don't know, washes are things that we have where the water runs off from the mountains here in the wonderful desert. Anyways, we're in this wash. She kept stating that it was private property. I'm like, look, okay, I'm not going to make a big deal out of this situation. But at the same time, I did tell her, I don't know if it was rude or not, but I did tell her, look, had you guys been on top of trespassers like this a couple months ago, Nancy probably would have never been abducted or kidnapped. She basically just put her head down and walked away. So I don't know. It is difficult to get out and search anywhere close to her residence because the neighbors are kind of tired of everybody being up there, from what I've noticed. So, all right. Hey, I'm going back through the chat, guys. Thank you guys for coming in very much. I appreciate you guys. Again, this is all new to me. Starting this whole YouTube streaming thing, so just bear with me, guys. Yes, thank you, T.C. Clark. T. Clark, appreciate it, buddy. You're awesome, man. I really appreciate you. You've been a good help, man. I do appreciate it. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm currently heading down to. I may just go straight down to Green Valley today, and then come back around and come up Old Nogales Highway. Now, Old Nogales Highway used to be the stretch of road that people would use to travel between Tucson and Mexico long ago, before I-19, the interstate, was built or paved or whatever. So, yep, that's where I am on my way. If anybody knows or has been watching Jim if he was out here a couple days ago. I know he was at the San Javier mine, but I don't know. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. I don't know if he went to area east of the mine. One thing I'm trying to do is kind of stay along the freeway, because I feel like, you know, if these guys were out here, you know, just driving straight south after this whole thing happened, and then they just pulled off on the side of the freeway, dumped, and then left, I figured that's kind of where I want to stay, is in this area. But just hang tight with me, guys. I'm working on getting to an area that I can search right now. Again, I might have to turn around and go a little further south, because I just saw another big no trespassing sign, because this is native reservation land. So I am going to make a U-turn and get back on the freeway. As you guys will see, as I'm pulling up right here, there's another no trespassing sign right there. The native land is really tough on trespassers. They don't like people trespassing down here. So I'm going to go back to the freeway and head a little further south. I mean, I do believe Jim was just out here. So how he got out and did searching at San Javier mine is beyond me. Alright, here we go. I guess you guys did a little exploration of Tucson as well, or south of Tucson. Again, I think my goal today is gonna be to, looks like there's some cloud cover coming in, which would be nice. That'll keep the heat away. Basically gonna stop and search desolate areas between here and Green Valley today. I think that's going to be the goal. Right now I only have one phone, so I'm kind of just going based off of my knowledge and history of driving down here as to where I'm going. So, just hang tight with me, guys, and we'll get to where we need to go. Actually, the picture's looking pretty clear. If you guys can let me know, does the picture look pretty clear on your end? Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Green Valley bound. Hang tight for me, guys. Perfect. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that message. I just got it right now. Thank you, dude. Here we go. Look at that. I got more likes than I do viewers. Woo! Oh, I fell over. Sorry, I hit a cow grate. That's what made my phone kind of. So I am on I-19 going south. Basically, what I'm going to do here is look for the first pullout that I can come to, and then I'm going to pull off, get out, and start doing some searches. Man, it's a tough case. It's a tough case, guys. And yeah. So it looks like the next exit is going to be Papago Road is where I'm heading. Papago Road. And hopefully, I don't know if that's still going to be reservation land, but I guess we'll find out once I get there. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Oh, look at that. You're blue, too. Sweet. So that did work out. My first mod, Missing in Alerts, is in here helping out. You guys can go ahead and give him a follow, too. We've been kind of connecting. Thank you guys very much. Missing in Alerts. You can sub to his channel as well. Alright, we are pulling off here, and then I'm just going to go see what I have out here as far as digging down and searching. Now again, I personally Out of all the people I would really like to get out with and search, it's probably Jim. He's very knowledgeable as far as the things needed when it comes to searching. Me personally, right now, I'm just on my boots and my hands, and you guys supporting me in this search. Oh, interesting. So I can't even. I can't. It doesn't even look like I can go searching out this area as it has a barbed wire fence, and yeah, it doesn't look like this area will be able to get searched. Weird. Yeah, everything's barbed wired right here, so I will not be able to get down and search. I will drive a little further, I guess, to the next pullout to see where we can get down at. The drive coming back up Nogales Highway will be pretty cool. You'll kind of get to see the history of that highway. It's a pretty interesting little stretch of road that comes up from Green Valley and Sahuarita. So. If I stop talking, don't think I left or anything. I don't like to hear myself talk a lot, so yeah. Dallas is 86 kilometers away, so that's about 40 miles. I don't know if there's anybody in here that can at least say if they know about anybody doing searches down this way between Tucson and Nogales along I-19 like this, or has there not been any searches? Tina, you gotta go. Thank you for joining, by the way. You gotta go. So on your YouTube, if you're on the mobile, right below the screen, there's a little half arrow. If you hit that, that's what allows you to share it. Or you can copy the link and paste it in other areas as well. Yes, Jim is a good guy. I agree. Jim is a good guy. Enjoy the ride, guys. I do not have a lot of people in here right now. That's okay. I kind of want to just pull over and park, but so about 15 feet off the highway, there's a stretch of barbed wire that's just going down along this whole highway. So personally, I don't think the perps would have just pulled over and attempted to try and climb a barbed wire fence to get her out in an area. Plus, this is also where the mines are, just out to the west of me. So there's not a lot of foot traffic in the desert right west of me, but there is a mine a couple miles west where there is a lot of traffic that comes in and out of this area. So we got in about 1 mile, I have Kima Mine Road, and I will be pulling out there, guys. Bear tight, hang with me. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. For helping out, Tina. All right, cool. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, Kima Mine Road. Looks like it's about a half a mile away, so we're almost there, and that's where I'm going to stop and kind of get everything set up. So if you guys want to hang out with me, no problem. If you got other things going on or other streamers you're checking out, go ahead. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know 857 Tucson. My brother and him were best friends growing up, and basically that's how I know him and have known him my whole life. that? Thank you so much, Backyard again. Backyardening. Got it. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys just coming in here. You know, the feedback, everything, all that stuff is really cool. I really appreciate you guys. Cool. Glad you found it, Tina. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to do that. Much appreciated. All right. So, wow. Here I am. Now I just got to find an area that I can search without trespassing. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Just want to find an area that I can pull over and not get caught trespassing. There is a railroad just to the left of me. I don't know if you guys can see it in the screen, but on the south side of the road, there's a train track. I don't see any. There are some culverts in some areas that I might stop and get out and check on my way back. As of right now, I'm going to keep driving west just to see if the desert opens up a little bit. Unfortunately, there's barbed wire fence everywhere. Like, it's illegal to go into the desert down here or something. I mean, that might be a sign for people trying to come up from Mexico as well. A way of keeping them from traveling that way and probably traveling out in the open more by the freeways and stuff. That's what that seems like. So I'm going to, I don't know if you guys can see up to the left over here, there's a big Mesa dirt top mine right there. Don't remember what mine that is. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. If I remember, I will let you all 7 of you. No trespassing, violator. Oh, we still are on San Javier Indian Reservation, guys. So, that's alright. I am going to just kind of get out in this area. And there's got to be an area out here further into the desert where some searching can be done. Yeah. Here comes the mine. No, T. Clark. She was found on railroad tracks, but those are way out east of Tucson. I am more southwestish of Tucson right now, so, or maybe south of Tucson, but I'm going west. So, yeah. Again, if you guys are just joining, I am west of I-19, south of Tucson, just trying to find an area that I can get out and explore. Currently right now, I am barbed wired in on both sides of the road, about 15 feet. So there's just barbed wire all the way along here. Again, I'm trying to see if I can get somewhere where it opens up and then I can do some good desert searching. Again, I think this is I know to the north for sure is the San Javier Mission, or San Javier. We had issues back in the 80s and 90s as far as messing around on the reservations. Apparently now, though, it's not something you want to do. It's pretty, I guess it's pretty frowned upon. Okay. The Sarco mine is where I just pulled up to, and I cannot go any further. Bummer. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around along these railroad tracks, down the way a little bit where I saw some culverts. Hey guys, stand by for me for one moment. I will be right back. Link over to Starlink. Link over to Starlink. I am planning that, but just depending on how this goes. Personally, I hope I don't have to. I hope something breaks it down before that. Personally, I really do. I'd rather just not have to make any. Saying I'm still live, but I've got no viewers. Come back, guys. Come back. Oh no. Alright. I believe I made a wrong turn. Alright, cool. Thank you. Man, yeah, I think it was just that area out towards the circle mine. Bear with me one second. I gotta get back on the freeway. Saurita is where we're currently at right now. Plan is to go down to Green Valley. Oh, hey guys, thank you very much, Tina. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. Sorry, I got into an area where AT&T doesn't work that well, so I'm gonna get back on the freeway and head a little further south. It's kind of crazy. I thought I would have been able to get out and do more foot searching in desolate areas along the I-19 corridor. I think ever since the whole immigration thing has blown up, I don't think I gotta figure out where I'm going. I mean, I don't think they've made it a lot more difficult to get into the country. I mean, it just seems like everything's barbed wired off. All these desert areas. I mean, we used to come down here and go out into these desert areas and party a lot. And now, I mean, everything is barbed wired. I don't know if you guys can see it as I'm driving by, but there are barbed wire fences everywhere. And I just don't think anybody would have took the time to, you know what I mean. So now I'm trying to find out how to get back on the freeway. How did I get lost in the only place I'm from? Mining Mineral Discovery Center. Wow. Well, that's cool. Alright, bear with me, guys. One second. Oh, here, I'll drive in there real quick so you guys can see it. It's called the Mineral Discovery Center. I think it has something to do with the Asarco mine. It doesn't look open right now, but there's kind of like a lot of mining stuff, little mining. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool. Here, I'll try to get my phone over there more so you guys can see. So it's just a little building. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty cool. So, alright. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta jump onto GPS real quick. I only got one phone, so. Oh, that's a good question. Man, if I were to think like a criminal, honestly, man, I would, it's hard to say. I don't know how to think like that kind of criminal, I guess. I don't know how to. That's a good question, man. That is a good, dang question. It's hard to say, too, because nobody knows whether she is alive or not. So, alright, so this is how we go south on I-19. Bear with me, guys. Here I go. I started my first live, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or maybe 3. Man, I started off, I had like 40 viewers in the first stream, but then it told me something like, that's all you get for your first couple of live streams is 40 viewers. Which is kind of weird. I got an email from YouTube saying that, and then once you start building people up, getting more and more viewers, then your video starts showing in more areas, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Here we go. Make sure it's cleaned up. Yeah. Oh, man. Up on my way to Green Valley, guys. Here we go. Emergency parking only. Um, so, I guess as far as I-19 goes, it's not how it used to be. There's a lot of desolate area, but everything is fenced. Honestly, I think that's due to people coming up from Mexico. So, I think another, a good sign of that is this isn't somewhere where the perps would have got out and done anything. Honestly, I don't think. Of course, I'm just speculating. I think a lot of us are all still just speculating on what we think and what we don't think. Yeah. Do you know if that little shack on her property was checked? I don't know if that little shack was checked. Just got that notification. Justice Reed, if you want to check that out on the Newsbreak app, that one I sent you the other night, I don't know if you're getting alerts on that, but I just got an alert for an armed something here up in Tucson is where the notification's coming from. Capture Dandy. This is live. I am currently gonna get off on Sahuarita Road right now and see what we can do as far as getting down and doing some searching. Some areas down here, I'm trying to stay as close to the freeway as possible, just because I don't think they would have took a long time. Personally, this is just me, my opinion. I don't think they would have took a long time driving off the freeway to get rid of anything, whether it's evidence, whether it's a backpack, whatever. I don't think they would have done that. So, ready? Here we go. All right, and right now I kind of know exactly where I'm at, and I am gonna pull in right here, get set up, and kind of just check out this desert area right here. Sweet, because it is open, and I don't see any no trespassing signs. So just bear with me, guys, real quick. I'm gonna get all my gear and everything set up, and then we're gonna take a little hike, see what we can come across. Right here. All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay. All right, guys, stand by with me real quick. I'm getting ready to get some searching done. There is a Toyota 4Runner parked out here. Don't know what that's all about, but maybe it's someone out here searching as well. All I know is I'm in an area where I don't see any like barbed wire fence or anything, so this is kind of actually cool. I don't know. Can you guys see okay? And how is the stream? Is it buffering at all, or are we good? I guess, I mean, the other thing I should probably watch out for are them rattlesnakes. We good. All right, cool. Thank you, T. Clark. Thank you, thank you. Oh, man. Finally getting down and just checking out this perimeter of area. So this could be an area that could be grid searched, but now I am seeing a driveway that looks like it's going into someone's house. Possibly not. I just want to make sure I'm not on private property. It looks like someone had to have come in here and put all this rock in here. This is kind of interesting, if you ask me. Almost looks like some type of bike trail or something. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, I mean, this is why I started this, is just, if anybody can give me ideas, support, all that. That's why I go live. I'm doing this live stuff. So, yeah, stay hydrated. I do have a lot of water with me today as well. Thank you. We are good. Awesome. All right. So, those colorful rocks go that way. And then there's another trail that goes down over this way. This is pretty cool. I'm going to kind of just check this area out. You never know. I guess, another thing to keep an eye out for is fresh dirt. Whoa, this is interesting. Look what I just found in this dead tree. I found that. There's one there. And then look at this up ahead. I need to figure out where I'm at. I hope this isn't private property. I don't know if you guys can see these trees and these cactuses up ahead, but somebody has done something out here. Look at this. There's a cup right there on that dead tree. Look at this bottle. Wow. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll show you guys this cactus up here. Searching a perimeter. Oh wow, look at this. This too. I don't know what's going on out here, but there's a cardinal. These look like there's another cardinal there. Not real, guys. They're not real. And there's another cardinal right there. There's a dead barrel cactus. Basically, so what I'm doing, guys, is I'm just searching in areas. I got my good boots on. I got some of my good pants on. These are like cargo pants that I'm wearing right now. So no signs of an assault close to the home, huh? The inside of the house was clean. Certain rooms were described as immaculate. I wonder if she answered the door, and when she did that, they just snatched her up and took her, and it was supposed to be a ransom, and that failed, or I hate to say it, she passed away, and now they're just trying to forget about it. But we're not. We are not forgetting about you, Nancy. Me and my 11 viewers that I got right now have not forgotten, and I'm okay with that. I really am. Don't know what all these glasses are. I don't want to go too far out right now, but I do want to see this area from up above. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm going to go into my maps real quick because I just want to see the grid of this area. So just bear with me real quick. Alright, so this sun is super bright right now, and it's really hard for me to read my screen, but burial ground. I don't know. But there's something going on out here, guys, that I don't know. It looks like there's been people out here just recently with all these decorations and cups and stuff that are on the trees. But give me a second. I'm gonna walk around. This way. I do need to get a fan for my phone too. I forgot when they get hot, they can start, you know, overheating and buffering. So I think my searching today is going to kind of be limited to each area that I search. It just have to be, you know, short and sweet. I wasn't planning on doing a bunch of streaming like this as of about a month ago, and then it came about. So I've been kind of trying to save up and get things that I need and yada yada. So here we go. I can still see my car, so I'm gonna take this trail around a little further and just see if I find anything. But after I just looked on my GPS map as well, I did see. So this is kind of a small perimeter area. Basically, where I went when I was going north was pretty much the top of it, and then there's private property. There's houses right there that own part of this land. So you can only go so far until you got to turn around. Right now, I'm gonna walk to the west end of this little desert area, and then probably jump out by the road or even this trail over here that I see. And then sorry if I can't. I'll try to catch your guys' comments right now. Just trying to keep an eye on anything that may stand out to me as far as clues or anything else. So I will try to go back and check the comments when I get back in my car. It's also really bright, so I'm having a hard time seeing as long as you guys see. That's what matters. It's interesting if you ask me. It's crazy. All right, so again, for anybody just joining in, I am south of Tucson, Sahuarita, Green Valley area. Just searching isolated desert areas. This one's not too isolated. I am near a little residential area, but I decided to jump out and search it because a lot of the areas north of here are barbed wire. Have barbed wire fences all the way around them. So this is kind of like the first spot that I was able to find and buckle down and go in and search. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to start turning back this way. There's another trail here that goes west as well. I'm hoping to get out tomorrow and go search some more too, guys. Just depends. I have a wife. I'm married with 4 kids, 2 of which moved out, and then I have 2 younger ones. So searching is few and far between, just because I'm a busy dad. All right, here we go. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to head back for a minute because my phone is starting to feel hot, and I don't want it to overheat. So bear with me, guys. Looks like I'm getting back over to that that lava looking rock. As long as I don't step on any rattlesnakes, I think we'll be okay. So here's that rock, the trail rock that I'm coming up on again. That stuff's kind of interesting. So I think people that live in this community near here kind of built this trail in here and laid all this rock and stuff. Of course, because this isn't natural rock. It's just kind of crazy though. Someone worked that hard to bring all that rock over here. Wild. Damn, I am kind of far from my car. Oh, I am. Oh yeah, I heard about that, but I also heard. I watched that interview with Luke Daly a couple weeks ago, and apparently he was saying he only met Kayla Day one time. It's kind of interesting to me. Nothing there. Nothing in there. All right. Here we go. Wow. I did walk really far from my car. You probably can't even see it from here, but it's, yeah. It's a ways over there, guys. What's this? Nothing of concern. All right, so I'm heading back to the car. My phone is starting to get hot. Don't want it to overheat. Here in the near future, I will be getting, I think I'm just going to order one of those $50 fans from Amazon. Oh. All right. Bear with me, guys. So I'm walking back. So I'm basically coming out of an area and going to my car that was different from what I entered in. I don't know if you guys can see. So where I'm coming out right now, I went in across over there. Now I'm coming out of this area. So I did kind of make a full loop in here, while being able to look into the interior of that loop. So that was effort, but no luck on anything really. The only thing I really saw in there, empty beer cans and then all those like bottles and things hanging on trees. Say that. I'm gonna get my phone. Get my phone hooked back up here, guys, and then we'll be on the road. Give me just a moment. Okay, get the cool air on that phone. Get on their phone. All right, I need this. Okay. All right. I need to get a handheld map too. I'm gonna put those in my list of things needed. I need a handheld map and a cooling fan for my phone. Here we go. Yes, justice for Nancy. I do agree. I'm a 2 boys and 1 girl. Nice, 2 boys and 1 girl. I have 3 girls and 1 boy. So I feel really, it's been really tough with me and my son. That's believe. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love my girls. I love my boys and everybody. Everybody. All right, guys. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drive through the town of Sahuarita. I don't know if anybody's been down here with you guys yet, but the town of Sahuarita is just north of Green Valley. I can't remember exactly when it was established, but it was some time ago. And yeah, I'm going to drive through here. And just see if we can't find any areas down in this little town that might, be able to get out and search in, and who knows if we'll come across something. I'm trying to think of areas that can be searched where, I guess helicopters, things like that, haven't flown over. It seems like when I watch Flight Radar, it seems like a lot of the helicopters and stuff like that kind of use the freeway as their way down to Nogales or on their way back up to Tucson from down in that area. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's a little warm out there today. We're at 90 degrees right now, and I think I'm just going to swim through it and just drink my water and stay hydrated. And yeah. I do gotta look and see how AT&T services up Dallas Highway. That's a really cool area, but I don't want to be buffering the whole time. I do remember Verizon. Verizon had, when I had Verizon and I drove through that area, Verizon was really choppy. And Verizon's much better than AT&T, in my opinion. So I'm gonna check that here in a minute just to see how the service is with AT&T going up Old Nogales Highway. Actually, there's the Ghostbusters mobile is off at Old Nogales Highway. I'll stop by there and show you guys. It's pretty neat. Alright, so now we're kind of expanding out to a residential. This is a residential area, so there's probably a lot of no trespassing in this area. So I'm just waiting to find another open desert area that I can go walking around and searching around it. So just bear with me, guys. Hang tight. I'm not going anywhere. I would sing, but then you guys would probably just tell me to keep my day job, so I'm not going to do that today. My boys, 13, 15. Oh, so those boys of yours are going to be protectors of that little girl. That's awesome. Kind of like me. So I have a 23-year-old daughter. She lives with her. They live in an apartment together, and my son, he is 20 years old. He's almost 21, and then I have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old. And yeah, decided to start over and had 2 more girls, and I don't regret them at all. I don't regret any of my kids. My kids have been amazing. It's been an amazing life. Had ups and downs just like any other family, but I wouldn't ask for a different life. I will say that. If I had to choose to live my life again, I would pick the same way, personally. That's just me. Alright. That's true. Your name, so it looks like Anne Marie. That's true. That might be a good idea to do when I get back into Tucson, is just start chatting with homeless people when I see them. That's very true. You know, they got to get their drugs, things like that from somewhere, and when they do, those drug dealers may even know something. You never know. It's just, who knows? I guess I should be careful what words I use on here. Eek. Sounds like a good idea. Yep, that sounds like a plan. I think that's a good idea. You know, there's a guy on, he's pretty cool. I follow him on YouTube. He's got one of his YouTube, I think it's called Tales from the Street. He's from California, but he's lived in Phoenix, I want to say, for a little, some years. And he has another YouTube, I want to say it's called like Juan Lizard Hunter or something. But Tales from the Street's the one I know of. They call him the Lizard Hunter, but he goes around and he interviews a lot of homeless people. I wonder, I should probably go in him. I mean, if he would have came across a homeless person that said anything suggesting, I'm sure we would have already heard about it by now, but he does a lot. He comes down to Tucson more because he says the homeless population, the DRUGS, just all that other stuff is much wilder, much crazier down here in Tucson than it is up in Phoenix. So, I mean, what does that tell you? Pretty wild. All right. I think I just found a pretty good area here, guys, that I'm going to pull off into and just put my feet on the ground. So just Stand by, guys. Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty wild. Yeah, you got to look up Tales from the Street. I know is for sure one of his YouTubes. And like I said, his name's Juan. He's from Phoenix. Um, guy in Tucson. I wonder if is that. Yeah, that might be him. But yeah, Tales from the Streets. He goes around, interviews homeless people. He's from Phoenix. It says Tucson is much wilder than Phoenix. He actually spends more time down here streaming live on his YouTube than he does in Phoenix. He does spend a lot of time up in Phoenix on 27th Ave though too, because 27th Ave is pretty. I don't know if you guys know, but 27th Ave in uh, Phoenix is kind of like their stretch of Skid Row, I guess, or something like that. You know. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mama Two Boys. It's very kind of you to say. I do appreciate it. Yep. Uh, so my wife has a grandmother. We call her Nana. She is around the same age, and this is kind of she's the first one I thought of uh, when this happened with Nancy. So that's kind of why I got into doing what I'm doing, because if this would have happened to Nana, you know, I would have it would have been bad. I probably would have quit my job and figured something out as far as having to, you know, search for her. So, all right, give me a second. Hopefully my phone doesn't buffer today. Goodness and people. Oh, all right. Hey, message that to me when you get a chance, because I do want to. I want to look that guy up. That's cool. That guy seems pretty cool. What is going on? Huh. All right, give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna kind of go do a search out here. There is. So where I'm at right now, I just found a kind of like another deserted area. And that's basically what I'm doing today, guys. I'm getting out and I'm searching these little deserted areas that someone could have possibly thrown some clues, thrown some backpacks, things like that. Give me 1 second. I just need to put my hat on. I got a sun hat to keep the sun away from me. Oh yeah. And as Joker would say, here we go. All right. I got a power bank with me, so that's a good thing, because otherwise we'd have to sit in the car for every 30 minutes before I get somewhere to let my phone charge. So, let me just look through the comments as we're going. Mama, good for you and your children. Nice. Yes, definitely agree with that, Laura. Oh, yeah. I've definitely been hugging my family after this whole thing. Unbelievable. So, um, I know JLR. I did tell him I was gonna talk to him on his live. I don't know. Does anybody know if JLR is still live? Yes, he still is live. Okay. Stand by, guys, real quick. I'm gonna send him a text real quick, and I have to leave the live to send him a text. So stand by. I just needed to send a message over to JLR. I just needed to send a message over to JLR real quick. So, okay, let's do some interesting. Oh, all right. I'm back live. I don't know what happened there, guys. But yes. Uh-oh. Hey, stand by with me. I don't know what's going on. Jonathan JLR called me and all kinds of stuff just happened. So just hang tight. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what just happened, but yeah, I got a call and then everything just, even my call disconnected. Everything just hung up. So right now, I am currently trying to keep my phone from getting hot, and I'm searching just an isolated area down here in Sahuarita. Um, it is kind of close to some businesses, so I've gotten in here pretty deep, and I'm just doing some close searching, trying to stay a little bit closer to my car. I got a little bit further away from it on my last search, but I don't know. There's kind of, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's cars kind of all around me, and then over to the east there's businesses. So it's kind of, this kind of is in a highly populated area, I guess I'd say. But I'll still look through kind of quick, and we'll just see what's going on in here. Uh, I guess too, you know, like 857 does when you guys, when I'm out on my feet like this and I can't really read the comments because I'm kind of paying more attention to where I'm walking, looking for snakes, looking for clues, all that good stuff. Just want to make sure that you guys are able to talk amongst yourselves and answer any questions, things like that. Got something here, guys. Looks like a sock of some sort. A sock and a beanie. Sock and a beanie, but from what I heard, she wasn't wearing. Oh, you know what? That's a beanie with like long ear covers, is what that is. Interesting. Hmm. That looks like some kind of blanket. I can't really tell. It looks like it's been here some time. It's torn up. There's a bunch of spray paint cans right here too. Just kind of empty bottles, spray paint, old rusted spray paint cans. Those look really old. Well, okay, I'm gonna head back to the car. This area again seems like it's really highly populated the more I start walking to the east. So I am going to head back to my vehicle from this one, and I think what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to look up on my phone services on Old Nogales Highway and see if I have good service. I got to remember too. I mean, if they did come down this way, or if they came down Old Nogales Highway, I have to search the west side of the street because if they were going south, you would assume that when they pulled over, it would have been on the west side of the street. What do you guys think? I mean, am I kind of leading in the right direction with that? Hmm. Let's see it. Anything in this area? I have seen like a lot of wildlife dens though. I don't. For you, those of you that aren't from Arizona, the coyotes in the desert. I'm sure there's coyotes a lot in a lot of places in the U.S., but they make like these dens like this, right? Where they, you know, really get the sticks and all those things together and kind of like build their own house in there. It's kind of cool, actually. I'm gonna go check something over here real quick. I just saw something that looked odd. Pretty kid's lunch pail right there, or lunch bag. It's kind of odd. I don't know, maybe someone just tossed it out of there, or flew out of the back of their truck or something. I don't know. Let me get back into the car. I'm gonna see if I can look through some of your guys' comments too, just to see if I'm missing anything or all that. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. Beep, beep. Whew. Nice. And, ew, bro, someone's gum wrapper just flew in here. Alright, hold on 1 second there, guys. I gotta find the way to. Oh, no, I lost my. Sucks. Alright, stand by there, guys. We're still live. We are still live. And I am hot. It is warm in this there desert, guys. I did hear it's supposed to cool down though too. We're supposed to get down to like 77 tomorrow or something. That's gonna be a good day for searching, I hope. I don't have any plans to go back, so I can just do one more day this week at least, or maybe a couple. We'll see. Alright. Hang tight, guys. Well, I need to check the service going up Old Nogales Highway just to make sure my phone's gonna work going up that way. Definitely. Thank you so much. Debbie, yeah, you guys, thank you. I am drinking water right now. I'm gonna stand. For those of you that don't know, I grew up listening to Eminem, so yeah, you know. All right. Uh-oh. Did it freeze? Did it freeze, guys? Something's going on. Oh, maybe not. All right, we're good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hang with me, guys. I think I'm gonna start heading back up to Old Nogales Highway. What is going on? There's another pullout right here. Boom, right there, straight ahead. But right on the other side of that pullout, there's just a barbed wire fence that goes along this whole western part of the road. So I won't even be able to. Get in there. So now I'm going to go east right up here on. This looks like. I don't know. Oh, La Cañada maybe. La Cañada, but I'm further south than Sahuarita. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. What is going on? Sorry. What is going on? Why is this not coming back? Alright, hang tight, guys. I'm trying to fix this right now. Oh, there. Come on. Something's not working. I'm just trying to figure that out. I hope I didn't remove someone's comment or anything right now. Really hope I didn't. Hold on. So what I have, what I have going on is I'm seeing a screen that says orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Oh, there we go. All right, I can see now. I don't know if you guys were buffering from service or heat. Yeah, I'm back in my car, so it's heating up. 65 and raining up in New York. Very nice. It's like 74 here. That's why it's going to storm. Oh, 37 degrees. Yikes. Oh man, everybody in here is really nice. I love that. You know, there's not many of us. That's probably why. But you know, I'd rather have a handful than a whole rah 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 rah. Everybody going back and forth. All right. Oh, that was a super dip. Hey, Mystic Mama. Mystic Mama. All right. I need to find Nogales Highway. So just bear with me here, guys, while I currently looking for Nogales Highway. Yeah, thank you, T. Clark. That's, oh man, makes me feel so good. Thank you, T. Clark. That's, oh man, makes me feel so good, guys. Thank you. Alright, so right now I am heading up. I'm going to try to keep an eye on my 5G as well. Missing and alerts is in my chat right now. He, you know, volunteered to help mod as I'm starting this off, so I really appreciate that. If you guys can go to his channel real quick, give him a follow. Um, yes, we all are here for Nancy and for support. Yes, yes, Brenda. He's been actually a huge help to me, like getting on this and what to do and all that good stuff. So, yes. Oh, that's nice of you, Debbie. Debbie, where are you from? North. Ever gets up. I was just in Phoenix over the weekend for my daughter's dance competition at I think it was called Greenway High School. I don't know if you're familiar with that area, but yeah. I grew up in Ohio, been in Mesa since 1971. Okay, nice, awesome. Well, welcome, Debbie. Thank you for joining us. And I am, if you don't, I guess you can tell what I'm doing is I'm just searching right now. Yeah. Uh, I wish there was just something that we could, some clue, backpack or mask or something. Something's got to come about. I mean, this is just unbelievable. Unfreaking believable, guys. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm heading up towards um, Old Nogales Highway, which is going to shoot me straight back up to Tucson. But I think I am going to stop and search in some areas along that highway. I think where I'm going to have to do most of the searching will be on the west side of the highway. Go ahead, you can get past me. I'm in no hurry. Alright, so I think now I am on, I want to say I'm on Nogales Highway, or I should be like merging onto it here pretty soon. If you guys can see out to the right and to the left, all these trees in here are pecan trees. Sahuarita and Green Valley has been known for pecans for a long time. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're pecans. I'm sure they might have some like other nut trees and stuff that they're growing in there, but the most, for the most majority of it, it's pecans. Which I guess this weather, how the weather is out here, I guess is really good for having pecan trees. So, yeah. Yes, definitely nice little shade trees. Definitely. Oh, thank you, Mystic. That would be awesome. Definitely keep in touch with me. I will definitely get you in that loop. I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. All right. Oh, Nogales Highway. All right, guys. So we are right here is where I merged onto Old Nogales Highway. Hey, Georgia, Georgia on my mind. Welcome in, Georgia. Sorry, I didn't see your name. Chris. That name looks kind of tough to say. I don't want to butcher it, but welcome from Georgia. Appreciate you coming in. Dalton, thank you. Thank you. Well, I am going to have to go a little further north because there is to the west side of the road here for about a stretch of a couple miles. It's just nothing but palm trees, and I highly doubt those guys pulled off. If they did dump something right in this area, it definitely would have been seen. So, but just because of the foot traffic, there's a lot of tractors that are always driving along these roads because of the farming and all that stuff that goes on. So just so you guys are aware, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Hey, Debbie Ann, where are you located? Are you in Tucson, Debbie Ann? Also, hey, Missy, if you're good with it, if you can go in and if you can copy my URL for my stream and post, I think 857 just went live, and I think JR, if you're cool with it, posting my URL for my stream in those two, there are two live streams right now, 857 and JLR. If you're cool with it, if not, no worries. I just see if we can get some more people in here to support, see if anybody just to support as far as like ideas or people helping me in my search and things like that. Not monetary. I'm not in this for the money. It's too hot here. Oh, okay. That's right, Northwest Mesa. I was gonna say, Debbie Ann, if you're in Tucson, I'm more than happy to pick people up and bring them this way. So if they're in Tucson, I can't really head up to Phoenix to bring people down, but you know, anybody in Tucson be willing to pick up. The more people we can get out here searching, the better. I know it'll probably piss off nanos, but hey, still even just disturbed that nanos turned away the Cajun Navy. I mean, I don't even know really about the Cajun Navy, but I think what they wanted to do was come out here with cadaver dogs, and they're like a professional searching group, and he told them not to. Like, I don't understand that. Like, people are trying to come help the sheriff, and he doesn't want the help. That doesn't make sense. Unless he's hiding something, I guess. I don't know. It's frustrating. I get frustrated when I start talking about him, I guess. Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense at all. I mean, oh my god, yeah, it just makes no sense at all. I don't get it. No, we don't need your Cajun Navy. I know you got cadaver dogs and all this other stuff, but yeah, we don't need you. We got this. Apparently not, Nanos. The other thing is so the Sheriff Chris Nanos, his brother passed away on February 2nd. Anytime, I don't care, what field you're in. I look at Savannah. Her mother went missing, and she came here for over a month to figure out what they could do as a family. They came together. Nanos, his brother passed away on February 2nd. He didn't take any time off, and then he neglected help. I don't get it. Like, dude, your brother just died. It'd probably be a good idea for you to hand this case off to the FBI to get as much help as possible, and then maybe take some time off for you to grieve, right? I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me that when, his brother died right as this case opened up and he didn't take any time to grieve. I think that's, and I think anybody that's close to you when they pass away, you're going through a hurricane of emotions and you need to take time to grieve. Plain and simple. I don't get it. All right, so we're still just going through the pecan trees here, guys. And as soon as I can get past these pecan trees and get into some area where there'll be some searching, I will do so. So just hang tight with me, guys. Hang tight. Cajun Navy says family can approve them too. Oh my gosh. Why? Man. Yeah, I don't understand the sheriff. I just really don't. Personally, to me, if you're going to hire someone like for that position, I think they need to be hired based off an interview, based off their credentials, based off their work history. I don't think they should be voted in. That's just me personally, because when someone like that's voted in, now look what it's turned into. It's turned into this whole political thing as well. And I don't know. Personally, to me, I don't like to get into politics and all that. And this is, I don't know. It's just wild to me, Alright, so it looks like we're coming up to the railroad crossing and a light. I'm not too sure what street this is, but we will find out as soon as we get there. Yeah, yep, Brenda, yep. Very true, Brenda, I believe that. Actually, I think I mentioned something kind of along those lines to my wife during the beginning, too. It's like, yeah, what the heck? Exactly. This is it's a crazy, yeah, it's wild. It definitely is a wild case. All right, so now we're kind of running into some desert areas off to the west here, but it's very open, and the ground is actually like, it's got these really bright yellow weeds, so I can see a lot of stuff out in this area. Um, Hold on, give me a second. I'll kind of show you guys. I got a line of cars behind me, but look at how bright those fields are. So like as I'm driving here, I can look out into that field and you can see like a lot of stuff. And the weeds are really short too. But when I find an area, I do want to get out and do some searching though too. So the cloud cover is now being pretty cool to me. Keeping your face up. So yeah, just so you guys know too, missing and alerts. My mod in right now has been super helpful. So I think he's gonna try to. He might be in another room right now, trying to get more people to come over here while we're out searching. Oh wow! Look at that! Like a little mini Grand Canyon right there. I kind of want to go in there. I can't even go in there. Oh, I am definitely going in there. And maybe not. There's barbed wire fence everywhere. There's a wash. Ooh, I'm gonna get out right here. I think this is gonna be an area where I am going to stop and pull over real quick. Hmm. Hmm. All right, bear with me, guys, because I do want to go down and look in this area right now. I don't think it's private property. It does look like a wash, so I'm gonna just try and back down in this area and park, and then I'm gonna go cruise over there and kind of just see what that stuff is. So hang tight. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Here we Alright, so let me plug in my phone, and then I'm gonna get a good swig of water right now. Stay hydrated, very important. Alright, shut off my car, and here. Wow, this area looks really, really cool, actually. So, and it's not sunny. Oh, this is like perfect right now. So perfect right now. My car's parked like right along the road. Hopefully, the sheriff doesn't stop and give me a stupid ticket or anything. Because I really want to go check this area out. It's also right next to a railroad track. Uh, who knows? Might find something in here. I am going back to kind of like this wash area to check out what was in there. Ooh. What is that? Garbage bag. Man, that's what I should have brought. I should have brought some pinchers and a trash bag. Just cleaned up trash while I was out here, but I guess that's like kind of a lot to load on while I'm also searching for somebody in the heat. Alright guys, just keeping an eye out in this area. I mean, I guess too, try to mention something. If you see something and I don't, right now I can see my live pretty good as far as like the comments and stuff. So, yeah, I am just a newbie. I'm just hanging, having fun, trying to help out. That is correct, T. Clark. Thank you so much, sir. So, I also want to make sure my car's not getting messed with by the sheriff or anything. So, man, this area is just kind of got a lot of overwhelming growth in here, but not seeing anything wild right now. It does look like there might have been a barbed wire fence along this road up there on the hill, but whoa, whoa. All right. Give me 1 second. Down the hill. Stand by. Oh, what is that? Looks like something very old. Oh God, I left my gloves in the car. I might have to go back and get them. These weeds are pretty deep and pretty thick, so. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find. I thought there was a wash or something over in this area. I might have to turn around and drive back. Oh no, it's right here. So, all right, hang tight, guys, because I kind of want to walk along this railroad track from right here. Currently not seeing anything right now. Oh, awesome. It looks like we're getting some more viewers in here too. For everybody coming in right now, my name is Nick. Some of you may have seen me on a JLR stream when he was in, or you've heard 857 talk about me a little bit. I am just getting used to this whole YouTube thing. So when this case came about, I was doing a lot of searching without streaming or anything like that. It was brought to my attention I should start streaming it since I'm out doing it. And I was like, all right, yeah, I guess that's a good way to get help too, as far as like help as in people giving me ideas of where to go, what to do, stuff like that. So I thought this wash bridge area, which is pretty cool, was a little bit more desolate, but on the other side of this bridge, there's a whole farm and like growing area, which I didn't see. So Honestly, if anything happened out in this area, I think these people that live over here will probably noticed it. So I'm gonna walk along these railroad tracks and see if I see anything. Holy, good God. Whoa. Holy moly, look at that thing. That is incredible and actually quite scary. Wow. Yeah, I mean, interesting, huh? Ugh, there's still flies on it. Eek, yucky. Ugh, it kind of stunk a little bit. Gross. So, ooh, look at that down there. Somebody's an artist. Now, you would think someone that can draw or paint something like that on a wall would become like an artist. You know what I mean? Like, instead of, who knows if that guy's now in prison because of all of his tagging and all that. Well, guys, I'm going to actually kind of wander down here into this area where I was just looking down into from on top of that bridge. This railroad track goes for a long ways, guys. Long way. So, coming down in this area, it seems like somebody just dumped some trash down here. Pottery, pictures. Hang tight. I'm gonna climb down this hill really quick. Oh wow. Whoa. Interesting. So, man, let's see. All right. Well, it's kind of a steep drop right there. I don't really want to jump down just because, as you guys can see, there's like a culvert or like a steeper canal that's right by it that goes even steeper. But just wanted to come down here and look in here. You never know. You never know. Doesn't look like anything in this area at this time. I'm probably gonna just head back to the car and keep on trekking. I guess a good thing to do too is I need to get one of those bars that Jim has that he uses to like poke into the ground for soft dirt, all that. I'm gonna have to look into investing in getting one of those again. Hopefully not. Hopefully this case is solved before then. But I also was kind of interested in getting into this kind of stuff. Like, it just seems like a fun little gig or a little side gig. Ooh, those are cow patties, I think. Cow patties. Yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. It's how much people litter. Unbelievable, the litter. Yes, local to Tucson. Born and raised in Tucson, Arizona. Been here 43 years, and the thing I love about living in Tucson and being here my whole life is like when I go anywhere else outside of the state to visit, that place is extremely cool. Like, if we go to Colorado, beautiful. I go to San Francisco, it's amazing. I go to San Diego, totally tubular. So I just like, yeah, I don't know. Visiting places when you're from Tucson makes those places seem like they're just much more extravagant, much more cool when you're from a place like Tucson, Arizona. Well, I am heading back to the ride right now. Unfortunately, that little canal wash thing. I was gonna go looking. Wasn't as populated, or was more. The area is more populated over here than I thought it was. There's so just on the other side of those railroad tracks there. There's thank you. There's like a farm or something, like maybe like a nursery, like a plant nursery or something. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to hear that paperwork. I don't know. Maybe you'll change your mind one day. But yeah, I do live in AZ, born and raised. A wash, yep, a wash inside a wash. So here we go. For those of you guys just joining, I've already been to probably about 4 or 5 spots today to do some searching. Look at all this trash. I really think I'm gonna bring like a big bag with me next time and some pinchers to clean up just clean up trash when I'm out. This is unbelievable, unreal. Trash everywhere, and it sucks, like it doesn't matter how much we clean it up. Someone's gonna come back by and throw more trash out. It just sucks. But here's my car. And, I'm gonna get back in my car right now. We're gonna keep heading north. It does look like out in the distance there's some rain out there. Actually, kind of out by so because I'm from Tucson, looking right now. So let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit. Oh no! Oh yeah. So yeah, I definitely need to grab a stick for sure. There's trash everywhere all the time. There we go. So all right, you see where the mountains are right there, right in the middle of the screen? So directly down from that area right there, or maybe a little more to the, God dang, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why there's like 1,000 dump trucks down here. So in the center of the screen, actually, I'm going to go over this way. So in the center of my screen, there's that little point of a mountain. If you guys see that right there, it's kind of like right in between those two electric poles. Straight down from there is where Nancy's area is going to be, where she lives. Straight down from that area. A little knowledge for you guys today. But yeah, that's kind of right in the general area where it's at. So, bummer. That sucks. Hopefully I didn't get a flat tire parking down in here. That would suck. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm going to get my phone hooked back up to my car. So stand by. Go. Keep this on the charger. Go. That's plugged in. Water. Water. All right, there's my phone. My phone is in. I just need to plug it in. Plug it in. All right. Oh, you know what? We need to also plug in. All right. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to climb up this hill right now. I am driving a stick shift, so it's a little tougher getting up a steep dirt hill when you're driving manual transmission. You guys want to hear a funny story? I think I'm buffering or something. Okay, maybe not. All right, you guys, you want to hear a funny story real quick? I mean, I got 11 people in here, and I kind of want to just tell a funny story. Okay, so check this out. When my oldest daughter is 23 now, and when she was 15, I had it was a decent car. It was a 2000 Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. I really liked it because it was fast, it was cool, it was an easy car for me to work on. Anyways, it was an automatic. And one night, my daughter, she's 15, right? So her and her friend, she had a little sleepover, whatever. And one night, my wife woke up. I can't remember what time it was in the morning, but my wife woke up to the alarm on the dryer going off, or she heard the dryer or something like that, right? So my wife got up to go check it, and there was nothing in the dryer. She was like, "What the heck?" Well, she goes to look out our garage door, which is right by the dryer. She goes to open the garage door, and sure enough, my car is gone. So my 15-year-old and her friends, what they did was they started the driver to make noise so they could start my car, open the garage door, and take off with my car. So, needless to say, about, I don't know, a year later or so, we ended up buying a car with that is a manual transmission so that my kids couldn't steal it. I feel kind of bad because I at least want to teach my son, still want to teach my son how to drive stick. I know he wants to learn how to drive stick too because he likes all that stuff. But yeah, smart girl. Bear with me, guys. So we're in an area right now where I wanted to show you guys something that was pretty cool. Hang tight. And now it's starting to rain, so that sucks. I did want to show you guys. So in this area, there is a car that looks like the Ghostbusters car from the movie. I just need to find it. When I find it, I'll show you guys. I think another thing I got to figure out too is how to get my stream to show up on people's, like when they open YouTube and it's like, the shorts are there, live video feed, you know what I mean? But I know that's kind of, you got to get a lot of subscribers and all that to do that. So something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Yes, exactly. So you guys are gonna. Oh man, I hope that car is there. I really want to show it to you guys. It's actually really cool. Oh, I don't see it. Bummer. It isn't there today, I don't think. But yeah, anyways, usually it's parked back there, but it wasn't there, so I don't know. Maybe he's got it being worked on somewhere, or maybe he took it out for a drive. But yeah, no, usually that's right where it's at. So, thank you so much, UCLA Cat. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I need to get some of those flyers from 857 too. Right now, I am heading north from Green Valley area where I've been doing some searching again. Just getting out into some desert areas right off of I-19 in some spots and just looking for clues, looking for anything. Looking for a mask, looking for a backpack, whatever. Whatever we can find, man. We got to bring this lady home. This is unreal, Such an unfortunate situation, and it's sad too that my hometown has been put on the map because of it. A lot of people are sad that this whole situation's been put on the map. It's not a good way to, represent Tucson. So it's just sad. But I am heading back north, and I want to say that we're getting pretty close to Tucson. I don't know. Someone was saying in the chat earlier that we should also kind of start talking to homeless people. My question is do they want to be on camera, and do they will they talk? I mean, I feel like with homeless people, I don't want to give them money just so they'll talk, but I don't know if you guys have some ideas, like as far as approaching homeless individuals or houseless individuals and talking to them about Nancy Guthrie, maybe some things they might know. Um, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, the reward definitely gets people's attention. Like a $1 million reward. I know what I think I'll do, because I got a printer at home. I don't have a ton of paper or ink, but I think I'll make like, I'll print out like 20 of the flyers from the FBI website, or, I'll get some printed out that I can just start handing out tomorrow as well. I mean, most places we can get the flyers, the better, I think. Yeah, it's just crazy. This whole thing is just, it's frustrating. Radar is getting active. I just got a notification that the radar over Tucson is becoming active, and it's supposedly going to start raining really soon. Go see the homeless lady. Oh, what was that? Go see the homeless lady and her dog that JLR talked to. She had a suitcase of shoes. Where was that lady at? Was that today? When was that? Okay, cool. I appreciate it, buddy. We will talk about that. T. Clark, what had a suitcase of shoes? Oh, where was she? Ask JLR. Okay, we'll do. I don't know. He called me earlier to put me on his live, but I think my phone had overheated when I talked to him. And then, is it buffering right now? Back a month ago. I remember him. Yeah, I remember him talking to this. I don't think it was a homeless guy, but I remember him talking to a guy. I want to say it was like along First Avenue or something, like 6 weeks ago. And the guy was from New York, and he was kind of looking for a part-time job as a dispatcher. You guys remember that? Culver's. Oh, Culver's. Culture. That was kind of funny. Sorry. It's buffering. All right, cool. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. I'm just trying to see if we can get the viewer rating up a little more, and then we'll see. I don't know. Most important thing is that there's some people in here helping out. I really appreciate it, guys. Giving me pointers, all that good stuff. I just... Okay. All right. T. Clark. I don't know. This is kind of incredible. This whole case, it's just, I don't know. It's tough. It's hard to talk about. They get all worked up. It's tough. Tough stuff. Well, I am on my way back to Tucson. I can't really, I don't know. We'll see what we can do about homeless people. I may go meet up with 857 right now. Does anybody know where 857 is? Are they all up at Nancy's right now? I don't really want to go up to Nancy's. I just want to keep searching. Yeah, I'm on the outskirts right now. I'd have to look up the address to where KBOA is. I know roughly where it is, but I'll see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. So they're at the banner right now. 6 p.m. tonight, so we will see. I'm not too sure what to do at this time because okay. All right, I can see your message, Justice. So I'm kind of answering. I just saw what you said. So hello, came over from JLR. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you, Leo, lady. Hey, I'm a Leo too. Nice. I'm a Leo too. 857 is driving around. Oh, is he? Is 857 handing out flyers right now? Yes. All right. Right. All right. Cool. Well, I don't have any flyers to hand out, but I think I do have some areas I can go look. Um, Where's Jim? Oh, thank you so much. Where's Jim at right now? Appreciate that. Thank you. Does anybody know where Jim is? I heard he was going out to 3 Points, and I kind of wanted to go look down that area too. He said he's on TLR Street, that he has more. Man, yeah, I want to kind of find out where Jim is. I wouldn't mind meeting up with him and helping him out. Does anybody think East Tucson is a good place to search? Does anybody think East Tucson is a good place to search? Gotcha. Jim is on his bike. Gotcha. Go get some flyers. Yeah, I may just do that. Where to hand them out, I'm not sure. Just east and west. Yes, east and west. All right, so um, just give me a moment while I kind of think right now. I'm just kind of thinking where on like the east side I should go jump into. So when the case first broke, I grew up in East Tucson, and East Tucson um, is an area where I started searching before I started streaming or any of that. So I went from basically Pantano and Wright Sound area, or like, yeah, Wright Sound and Pantano area. There's a wash that goes from there, basically all the way to the base of the Rincons, which is the mountain range that's east of Tucson. I went with a friend, and we did some searching through that, pretty much that entire wash going up that way, kind of just going back and forth, searching. Um, Honestly, the only thing we came through in that area was a lot of homeless encampments, and especially out east, there's a lot of homeless camps in the wash that I don't think the law enforcement knows about, which I didn't really say anything. They're not bugging anybody. They're living kind of out in a desolate area, so I don't really think it matters too much. So, all right. So right now, then, I am going to go out to East Tucson, and in the meantime, I'm going to think of where I can start digging in my heels to do some searching over there. It's pretty much that's what I'm all about. I'm honestly just about searching. I don't want to go sit in front of someone's house. I don't want to. I think there's other people that are good for that. Not me. I grew up in Tucson, and I grew up very active. I love hiking. I mean, I worked at, just a little background, I grew up and worked at Mount Lemon Ski Valley, so I'm also a skier. Mount Lemon Ski Valley is 45 minutes north of Tucson, up in our Catalina Mountains, where JLR and some other people took us a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I worked up there for a long time. I've seen a lot of homicides, and they've found a lot of dead bodies on the mountain. I've done my searching up there for Nancy as well. Not streaming though. I didn't have phone service at that time. I don't have Starlink or anything like that, so I basically just did the searching. Yeah. And there's a couple of. Can anybody tell me what those? There's two helicopters flying kind of over central Tucson right now. They look like Army helicopters. Justice, can you check that out on the flight radar for me, bud? They look like they're going southeast. Oh yeah, the mountains are beautiful here. It's nice because down in the city, it's just nothing but, zombies, cactus, desert, snakes, drama, crime, and then you go up to the mountains and it's so peaceful. It's so quiet. You can smell the pines. It's amazing. It is amazing. So, thank you guys all for coming in. I know you guys, anybody that came in right now has kind of caught me in the middle of a drive up from Green Valley. I've gone from basically, so I started at I-19 in Valencia, went south. Cool, thank you, buddy. Went south and stopped where I could along the I-19 corridor down to Green Valley. Did some desert searching. No luck really. Kind of thinking I wish I had a dirt bike now because that would make it easier to do grid searches, especially in this weather. Can't really do grid search. Well, I mean you can if you mark off a real tiny area, but there's no way. It's not safe to do a 2-mile grid search in Tucson right at the beginning of the summer when it's hot out. Not the beginning. We're not in the summer yet. I shouldn't say that, but yeah. So I am on my way to East Tucson. It's the area where I grew up, and I'm gonna just try and find an area that I may have possibly. I mean, there's a lot of areas out there that I haven't searched yet. There's a place called Fantasy Island. Of course, Fantasy Island is an area on the southeast side. It's a big, huge desert area, but they call it Fantasy Island because everybody goes through there and rides their bikes and hikes and walks. I mean, that area, especially in the winter and the spring and the fall, is used daily by hundreds of people. So, honestly, if anybody would have found anything in there, we would have already known about. We would have known about that, honestly, the day after she was abducted because, like I said, in the winter, spring, and fall, people are biking through Fantasy Island. And actually, if you guys get on Google Maps, go to Tucson and look up Fantasy Island. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But if I am missing something in Fantasy Island, when you look at that, let me know. And if there's an area I can't get out there to search, I will. But again, just know that whole desert area where Fantasy Island is barbed wired off, except where you enter and exit Fantasy Island. So right now, currently, I am on kind of South Tucson. I'd say we're probably like north South Tucson. I'm not. South Tucson is going to be a little bit further south and west of me, so I'm not like in the heart of South Tucson, but we're getting close. I am. Let's see, I'm at Irvington and Tucson Boulevard, and I'm going east. Again, there was also, I don't know if you guys ever saw with Damien, he was, 857 was doing, I think he did a couple of videos a while back before Nancy. I think he did a couple of videos on the 100 Acre Woods. I don't know, have any of you guys seen any of the videos on 100 Acre Woods in Tucson? That's over off of Golf Links Road. That 100 Acre Woods was a big, huge area, like desolate area, or desert area, that basically had a huge homeless camp in it. And I believe law enforcement or something just went and cleared all the homeless people out of there because they are now building a bike park in there for after school kids, yada yada yada. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you, buddy. Let me get over. Anyway, so that's kind of like the general area that I'm heading out to right now, is on the east side. I can't tell. I don't know if I'm able to see the comments right now, or they're not popping up. Like, if I scroll my finger on the phone, I can see the comments, but they're not popping up when they're being typed in. So bear with me, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. So honestly, I don't know. I think that most people I don't know why I can't. It's showing me that I've been locked out of the stream, but if you guys are still in there, hang tight with me. I'm just trying to get rid of this for a minute. I don't know why it's doing it. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Okay, for people just coming in, people leaving, thank you guys all so very much. Just kind of a short back story as to how this has all come about. I basically grew up with 857. When this case came about, I did start doing some searches of my own. Wasn't live streaming or anything. And then, once I connected with JLR, he told me to start getting back into my YouTube. Because I've had a YouTube account for a long time, but I just used it to watch like videos and stuff like that. I never really streamed anything. So actually, I got into my YouTube account. I think I started streaming and posting shorts, I want to say like maybe 3 weeks ago. I've already gotten up to, I guess, 35,000 views, and talking to my friend earlier, he said that's pretty good. I didn't think it was any good, but I guess that's pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about how it's going. Now I'm just working on my lives and getting more people in. So what happened in the beginning when I started streaming, well, when I tried to start streaming the videos, they basically told me, YouTube told me you got to have 50 subscribers to start streaming live. So I got 50 subscribers, went back in and tried to start a live. Then they told me I had to wait 48 to 72 hours. It ended up being like 5 days before I could stream a live. So just so you know, if you're starting to set up a YouTube and starting to get all that, you got to get a lot of subscribers and all that before. So it is a slow, steady pace in starting YouTube from what I've realized. The first live I did a couple weeks ago, I had about 40 people in my first live, which is more than what I've had today, but that's okay. I personally enjoy the people that are in here right now. I'm very happy that there's just even if there was just one other person, I would be happy, man. It's just like, the more people we can get involved in searching for any clues or anything regarding Nancy, would be truly amazing. So yeah, kind of where I'm at right now. It does look like it's raining up in the mountains. You guys might see that when I turn up here, because we'll be pointed in that direction, so you guys will kind of see what is going on. Right. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to work on getting to an area where I can start getting back on my feet. I did searches down towards Sahuarita, and then coming back up on the old Nogales Highway. I stopped and did some searches, so yeah, that's what I'm working on. Hey T Clark, are you a moderator in 857's on 857's channel by chance? If you're still in here, I can't see anything. No, I thought you were. Yeah, I am a moderator. I was gonna see if you wanted to moderate in here. You're being really helpful, and you and the missing and alerts, you guys are being really helpful. I was just gonna see if you wanted to join in. I can probably, yeah, I can do that. Terry W. No. Oh yeah, Terry too. Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, look, I haven't even blown up yet, dude, and I've already had like. Honestly, dude, I've had a lot of people that have been super supportive and like really helpful when I do go live, and so that I'm really grateful for. And I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate all your help. Mystic Mama, yes, I will. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get her. I'll go to her page and I will get when I stop next time I stop, I'll get her all set up to be a moderator on my page. That's awesome. Sorry, this area of the road is very bumpy, so it's going to be a little shaky for a minute. Thank you. Thank you, Mystic. That's awesome. Awesome. I'm just starting, so from what I've heard, when you're just starting your YouTube, it can be a really slow start, unless you have some type of viral video that goes unnaturally. You get so many views overnight. I get that, but I've even seen like where people get 60 million views overnight, and then for the next year, their YouTube's quiet. They don't have anything. So I don't know. Maybe starting off slow like this is a good thing. Whee! Yeah, actually, I'm going pretty fast. I should probably slow down. I'm going pretty fast. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys were able to see the mountains, but yeah, the mountains to the north look like they're getting some pretty heavy rain on them right now. Again, I am going to. It's 2 o'clock right now. I have about 2.5, 3 hours left. I think I may go out far enough east to where it's pretty quiet. I have a lead. Let's see, you're driving. It's fine. Oh, bad foot. Yeah, I do. I have a heavy foot. I do have a heavy foot when it comes to driving. One thing I don't know. I'm pretty good about, like, if I make a mistake while driving, right? Like if I accidentally, you know, didn't see someone in my blind side when trying to switch lanes or something, I always wave to tell, like, even if someone honks at me, I always try to respond to that person with like a wave or like an apology, just because I don't know. I just don't like. It seems like people, especially out here in Tucson, road rage is like you can lose your life over it out here, unfortunately. So if someone honks at me because I made a mistake, even if I didn't make a mistake, I act like I do. I just say, thank you. All right, appreciate that. Thanks for pointing that out. Appreciate it. Have a great day. I really don't want to get shot over something that, or I don't want to get pew-pew over something that, like, you know what I mean? Road rage, or someone's angry and having a bad day, so they decide to honk at me. Like, I don't want them to take their bad day out on me in that manner. So, yeah. I don't know what age groups we have in here right now, but have you guys ever seen the movie Falling Down? There's a movie called Falling Down. I want to say it was like late 80s, early 90s with Michael Douglas, I believe. Michael Douglas is in it, and oh man, that movie is wild. Honestly, the movie is wild. All right, so give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to see something right now. I guess I probably shouldn't do that while I'm driving. My bad. Yes, Falling Down is a great movie. It's an old school movie, so when you watch it, don't like try to compare it to the movies out nowadays because there's no comparison. But it's a really good movie. Basically, the synopsis of the movie is a guy who, he works a 9 to 5 like anyone else, but basically he wakes up this one day and he basically he does stuff that pretty much all of us have probably wanted to do at one point in time in our lives after working a 9 to 5 for a really long time. So yeah, it's a great movie. Even you might be able to get a good hit off the movie from just watching the trailer on YouTube or something. So yeah, it's a movie I recommend. It's called Falling Down. Yes. Michael Douglas is in it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know for you guys that don't know either. I work full time. Right now we're in our off season, so I work 4/12s per week. I am on PTO this week, just taking some much needed me time. and I work for AAA Roadside, and I work for a company here in Tucson that just is contracted through AAA doing battery service. So basically, I take calls for people who are AAA members and they're having issues with their car starting. 95% of the time, it's due to battery issues. Sometimes I'll show up to a call and it'll be, something going on with their starter or something like that, and we set up a tow, get them all. But yeah, so that's my job. And in the summertime, it's very busy for roadside batteries because the heat just destroys batteries out here. So the summertime, we rescue people every 30 minutes, all day long in the summer. It's constantly going, busy, busy, busy. So uh, you've had to use your roadside. It's funny. About 80% of the customers I go to for AAA roadside say this is the first time I've had to ever use AAA roadside assistance. And I've had it for 30 years, and I'm just like, well, you know what? One thing I say about AAA is it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I think it was actually, over the last year I've had to use their towing, I want to say 3 times. So we have the Plus, me and my wife have the Plus membership, which is like all the good, that's basically, the Plus is the one to get. I think it goes Classic, Plus, and then Premium. Plus is the one to get, honestly, if you're like married with kids, right? If you're just a single person, then the Classic one's good to get. But the reason why I say Plus is because Plus has you get 200 miles of towing per year, and that's super helpful for when you break down in Tucson in the heat. So if you're ever gonna get AAA, as far as north of Tucson, are you talking like Oracle Saddlebrook area, or are you talking like northeast? Bye, Leo. Thank you very much for coming in. Or are you thinking like more northeast Tucson? Sorry, guys. I got a buddy of mine who's also messaging me on Facebook, so I'm answering some of his questions that he's sending to me there because I'm just getting some tips from him as well. Again, he's my moderator right now. He's my only moderator, and he's been super, super helpful with just going through this whole YouTube process. All right, Leo, take care. Have a good day. Man, is it like hailing right now? That's weird. The one thing I've been knowing about my viewers in the chats, anywhere north, okay, cool. My viewers in the chat, it's like when one person leaves, another one comes in. Or if a few people leave, another few come in. So I don't know if I'm being limited to how many people I can have viewing my stream right now. I should probably find that out, though. I'm going to look into that. Alright, so you guys remember when 857 went to an area over off of, I want to say it was like Speedway and Ridgeside. It was like way out on the east side, going out towards Reddington, kind of, but a little further south. I don't know, I gotta look at the time though too. I may go check out that area. Alright, so, stand by. Alright, so a few people dropped out. Let's see what happens. People drop out, and then Wow. Huh. That's interesting, Laura. Hmm. All right. I think if I do go out looking tomorrow, I think I'm gonna, yeah, like you were saying, I think I'm gonna head out to the north and west side of Tucson. When I've worked over in that area, there's been some areas that I actually put in my phone that I still want to go out there and check out on that side of town. So yeah, we will see. We will see. All right, give me just a minute here. Yeah, I know it's kind of been a lot of driving, but I did just have to drive up from Green Valley, which is kind of far, and now we're going to East Tucson, which is even a little further. So still just trying to think where could she be, man? This is so frustrating, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I wish I could just say I knew. I wish I could say I knew where she was, but I can't. You know, it sucks. It sucks. You know, it sucks. I feel like any of the watches out here in the city, like the inner city. I mean, I think the only good thing about looking through those is you'd be able to run into some homeless people to talk to, because all the washes and canals and bridges in the city pretty much have homeless people living underneath all of them. So if there were any signs of clues or anything down there, it's already been grabbed onto, or you know what I mean. So yeah, drink a little more water. I'm drinking some caffeine right now too, because that heat made me really tired. So I'm just drinking a little bit of caffeine to stay awake. Stay awake. Um, yeah. All right, hang tight with me, guys. Hang tight with me. Just trying to think of an area I can go search on this side of town right now. It does look like it's raining pretty heavy in the mountains right now. Wow. Don't leave, guys. Bear with me. Don't leave. Don't leave. All right, I got a handful of supporters, and I'm happy for that. I appreciate you guys very much. Very, very much. All right, so I'm going to keep going straight. The more I get out of the city, I think the better. Um, or the outskirts on the east side at least. So the east side of Tucson, just to give you guys kind of like, thank you very much, T. Clark. Just to give you guys a heads up, the east side of Tucson is, I wouldn't say much safer, but it is a safer place compared to a lot of the other areas in Tucson. So a lot of people on this side of town, a lot more people get out and walk. They get out, you know, take their dogs for walks. They go on walks. People go running, riding bikes. So there's a lot of people that are active and out moving around, you know, whether it's in the washes, the canals, alleys, residential streets, so on and so forth. I don't know why, too, for some reason, every time I seen a white Kia Soul, it makes me think of the perpetrator because of that footage from that video that night. The only reason I'm dead set on that being a Kia Soul is because I own a Kia Soul too, and mine and my wife's Kia Soul is a 2020, and that's why. I basically, when I saw that car, I knew right away. I'm like, damn, that's a Kia Soul. I've seen my car at night, I know. So I'm set on that being a Kia Soul. If anybody else is set on it being a Range Rover or anything like that, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own speculation. So, yeah. Alright, going out east. I am going to, give me just a second. I'm going to still see that I have some in here, so I'm okay with it even for, wait, what? I don't know if I want to get too deep into that conversation, but I see. So personally, for me, I've watched a lot of. My wife listens to a lot of true crime broadcasts. I've watched a lot of interrogations online and stuff like that. So yes, I see what you're saying, T. Clark. I totally get what you're saying. They always say, when you watch those interrogations and stuff, it's always kind of, well, you were the last person to see her. You got to know something, right? So I get that. I do. And that I kind of was actually like that a couple weeks ago, like, I'm like, Tommaso was the last person to see her, you know? But then I found out after, like, everyone took the pathological, or not the pathological, the polygraph test. After the family took the polygraph test and passed it with flying colors, I didn't really, I don't know. I mean, that took a lot of the blame that I was putting on them. That took a lot of that away. Like, I was like, maybe they didn't have anything to do with it. I was almost like, I'm like, kind of like 90%. My opinion is 95% sure that they didn't have anything to do with it. Now, outside of that, like DE or the bandmates, who knows? Uh-oh. Well, here comes the rain. Dang, I really wanted to go searching in this area too. I didn't bring an umbrella. I did not, in the desert, we never expect it to rain. And when it does, it's usually on a day they say it's sunny. Personally, I didn't look at the weather today. I was just more focused on getting out and searching, so they could have said it was going to rain today, but I didn't catch it. So, I don't know. We will find out. I'm heading to an area of town that I'm hoping I can do some searching in. It's East Tucson. It's kind of an area I'm familiar with. It's actually kind of in my parents live on the east side of Tucson, and the area I'm going to right now is kind of like in their backyard pretty much. So I'm a little more familiar with this kind of area where I'm going to. So I kind of wanted to, go check it out. See what it has to offer, I guess. So give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me. I'm hoping that this rain stops because I really want to get out and search this area where I'm going right now. So hopefully that will be the case here in about 10 minutes. Gosh, dang it. Alright, here we go. The next search will have to be in, I think I'm gonna go north Tucson, but I think the next drive I take would kind of like I'm gonna do more searching between Green Valley and Rio Rico when I decide to go back down that way again. I don't know if it's gonna be. It'll probably be next week if I do it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'm not too sure right now. As far as going back down there, it's hard. This whole thing is hard. I don't know. I was saying it to someone last night on a channel. I think it was 857s, and I was just saying this is like it's mentally tiring. This whole thing is mentally tiring, especially when you're dedicating your time, right, to help out and just find anything, any clues, anything like that. I mean, this evidence for this stuff could be anywhere, and it's just like it's so frustrating. It's so hard. So, nope, I cannot go this way now. Shoot. Alright, so, bear with me, guys. I forgot that part of the wash down in that area is closed off, so, bear with me. I'm gonna go, so right now I'm going through, a small community through the northeast side of Tucson, and, yeah. I don't know why, for some reason, my chat's not showing up. But if I go back in and scroll on it, I can see it. So, he's going, 857 is going to buy a scooter. Nice. There's some of those scooters out there that are like $1,500, $2,000. Those things are freaking awesome. So, yeah, did you see that? See, I didn't even know you guys were putting up comments about the rain. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. Alright, actually, oh, man, I kind of wanted to dig down in there a little bit. You know what? I'm going to try something. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Alright, just hang tight with me, guys. I'm going to go take a good, I don't know, I think I'm going to do like an hour search down in this area of a wash I was telling you guys about. But I'm going to try to go in through a different way. So just hang tight. I should be able to still park on the street. Should be fine. But the stuff here that I have. So I've been going now. We're working on today. I basically this morning I started around 9, but that from 9 to about 10:30 I spent getting things together, setting up my YouTube, blah blah blah, this and that, and then so basically from like 10:30, 11 till now has been time dedicated to just searching and driving and looking. So I'm gonna right now I'm probably gonna spend another hour and a half. I know I didn't get a ton of viewers today. That's okay. I'm not upset about that. The viewers I did have been really supportive and helpful. That I appreciate more than anything, more than you know. So this is probably going to be the last little trek I do today, just because I do have to pick up my daughters from dance around 6. And now we are going down the road that I grew up on, so I kind of know the ins and outs of this area, where I can park and all that good stuff. Yeah. And when I park, I'm gonna go for a little hike. Gonna go for a hike. Gonna go for a hike. Oh, look at the basketball. I loved basketball as a kid. I'm 6'5", so I'm really tall, so that's why I loved to play basketball when I was young. All right, give me just a second, guys, while I get set up here. I'm also I gotta look up something about the chat. There's something going on with my chat. I don't know why I can't see. Messages are visible. Wait, what? All message. Oh, so if I hit. There we go. So I think I have it now to where I'll see all the chat. Chat. All right, chat. Here we go, chat. Turn off. I don't need my sunglasses. Let me grab my power bank, and then we'll be heading out to take a little walk, guys. And actually, this is kind of an area I grew up in. So you guys will kind of see. This is actually an area that I haven't been out to yet, surprisingly. Just weird. I should have came out here a while ago, but give me just a second. I gotta get my phone holder and all that. So hang tight there, guys. Hang tight. Oh, okay, there's that. Ah, not that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Dance is very, very. It's tough. It's definitely a full course thing with the fam and the girls and all that. It is. You are absolutely correct about that. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna put this back in there. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Bear with me real quick, guys. I just gotta do something really quick, and then we'll get going. You there? You. Hang tight. Oh wow! Look at those clouds, guys. Wow. Those are pretty intense, huh? Those are like, they look like monsoon clouds, honestly. Okay. Huh. I don't know why my volume keeps turning down, but here we go. All right. I should be able to start seeing the chat too, because I just changed an option on it. But give me just a second. I'm gonna try to make this set up so you guys can see. There we go. Actually, T. Clark, this area, um, I'll just tell you right now, like I grew up around this area, so I'm pretty familiar like with the surroundings in this area and stuff like that. So who knows? The person would have lived on this side of town or something, you know. And this is one area that I haven't really dedicated to searching, just because I'm like, well, I grew up there, so if anything happened there, I would have known, which isn't true. That's just selfish thinking. So I'm actually kind of glad I'm over here with you guys right now. Let's hope I find something, some type of clue or something. I'm hoping. It's kind of cool. My brother used to call this the witch's forest, just because it's like this. It's dark and, kind of secluded, and who knows? Maybe we'll see a rattlesnake or two. Oh yeah, the woods when I was driving. Yeah, they did. Those were big raindrops. They sounded really painful. Had you been outside or something? So I agree. I definitely agree. Isn't this cool? It's like a mystical fairy forest. really cool. And I didn't forget about you, Mystic Mama. I'm gonna set you up to be a mod here in just a few once I get back. I have to go through the YouTube studio. So yeah, I will get you set up on there pretty soon. Actually, let me go. Mystic. Oh, cool! I can just do it just like that. Sweet. Actually, all right, Mystic. Are you blue? Let me know if you're blue. Everybody, welcome Mystic to Dick's channel. That's awesome. I'm gonna be our mod. So is also missing in alerts. Justice Reed. He also has a channel that you guys can subscribe to. He actually well, I don't know if I want to disclose that information, but he's been following along this case really a lot too. So, and he just connected with me a couple weeks ago, and we've kind of just been driving back and forth and talking about the case, and you know, putting out our opinions here and there. Super easy to talk to. You know, I think that's how a lot of relationships should be, or friendships or whatever. When you can talk to somebody and just start building that friendship with someone, that's good stuff. So, yeah, I agree. Or when you have someone that you can agree to disagree with, and it isn't personal, that's huge, you know? Because no matter what in our life, even with our friends, we're going to have a difference in opinions. And so, you know, that's that's just what I think. Right on, Mystic. That's awesome. Too cool. Too cool. I get to know the mods better. This is cool, man. I'm really kind of, I'm enjoying this. I think I'm gonna too. So I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but 857 is like he's like my bigger brother, and I think what I'm gonna do, as this case goes on, and just any other cases in Tucson, and then maybe possibly branching out into Arizona, but I'm gonna kind of be doing what he's doing, except going to calls when he can't go, yada yada yada. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you guys kind of this area right here. So growing up, you guys look at this right now. Ooh, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you. If you guys look at this right now, you see all these trees and bushes and all this stuff. Not about, like I was saying earlier, about 30 years ago, none of these bushes and trees and desert plant life, none of this stuff was here 25 years ago. It was just a big, huge, like, river, right? So there was always water in it. There was always, well, not always, but like after the monsoons and for some months after that, there was water flowing through it. In the winter, after winter storms in the mountains and the snow melt off, there was a lot of, so yeah, it's cool. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, man, this is wild. I don't come down here a lot, so it's kind of nostalgic to me right now. Maybe I will see some wildlife, some rattlesnakes or something. Oh my gosh, someone has a camper down here. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that camper over there? I may walk over that way. I'm not sure yet, but that is in the wash. That means someone's living in that down here. Whoa. I'm gonna check it when I'm gonna walk across right here. Um, I think on the way back, I'm gonna check it out. You guys, can anybody give me a time right now? Or let me check. Hold on one second. Let me just check and see what time it is real quick. Pretty cool area over here. This hang tight one moment, guys. Still trying to get things set up here. Oh man, I hope the cloud covers around. All right, 20 people. All right, thanks for coming in, guys. All right. So for those of you just joining in, I'll just give you a little brief short story. My name's Nick. I'm going to be this may be the last venture I go on, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk into this. So right now I'm on the east side of Tucson. I'm in a pretty washy, plant life, bushy type area right now. This area basically just has local people that walk around in here. But I pretty much grew up in this area, and for some reason, I just decided now to come search this area, which I should have searched it when this whole case broke open right away. Nobody knows where the perpetrator could have went, right? They could have gone north, south, east, west. So we just got to check anywhere for clues, right? And this area that I'm in right now, there could definitely be clues anywhere. So I'm gonna try and keep an eye on the chat while you guys are talking, and as you guys can see, this is like a foresty, wooded type area. Personally, I think it would be a perfect place to hide a lot of evidence. So I'm gonna look out for, I guess, fresh dirt is one thing we want to look for. Fresh dirt, and yeah, there is a lot of wildlife in here: javelinas, coyotes, rattlesnakes, spiders, tigers, bears. Just kidding. There's no tigers or bears in here, but yeah, there's a lot of wildlife that's coming around. So if I get attacked, you guys will get to see it live on camera. I think I'll be all right though. We will see. I'm gonna kind of venture down into this area right now, where there's some bodies of water. Gonna try to get down there as quick as possible because again, I'm limited on time right now because I do got to pick up my girls for dance tonight. So yeah, just bear with me, guys, as I search. If you guys have any ideas, just to let you know, again, I'm out on the east side of Tucson. I'm searching in an area that's, as you can see, I'm in a pretty isolated area. Yeah, I'm actually heading to an area called Castle Rock. And Castle Rock is in a community, but it's set back from the community. So a lot of people go out walking around those lakes in the morning, in the evening, all this, especially during this time of the year. So I think I can go out there and glance, but I don't think there's going to be much that I can do as far as like those people. The people out in Castle Rock too are like a lot of like Nancy's neighbors. They don't like outsiders coming in to fish in their lake, because we used to do that when we were little. We would go fish at Castle Lake, but they didn't like it. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have a four-wheeler, but yeah. All right, let me just check the chat real quick. Water. Yes, Lisa, yes. Yep, so I'm in Wash, east of Tucson right now. And I am currently looking for, or I'm currently going to an area where hopefully, I'm hoping it's not going to rain. As you guys can see, the clouds above me are pretty dark. But yeah, so basically I'm in an area that I grew up around. Again, why I haven't searched this area is beyond me. Really is. Look at that right there. That right there is going to be a coyote den. That is where coyotes sleep at night, or some type of big rodent. Javelinas, baby javelinas, maybe a little den for baby javelinas. But yeah, coyotes tend to put a lot of sticks together and stuff to kind of keep them sheltered from the weather of this stuff. And yeah, so the little canal right here, but I don't see anything of interest. The crazy thing right now is coming out here. I haven't seen a lot of trash, so that's a good sign. Typically, there's usually a lot of trash on these areas. So yeah, who is that? Lisa. Hey Lisa. So right now we're on the real quick, Lisa. Yeah, so honestly, how I got probably 1,000 of my viewers was through putting my YouTube on JLR's stream a couple weeks ago before he left. And then the last question there was Penny. We are thank you so much, T Clark. Penny, we are, yeah, so I'm in East Tucson. I'm in a I guess a deserted area in East Tucson. It's kind of like a big wash area that I just went through. Now we're just going to see a big open pit right here. And this open pit, actually, when we were kids, used to have like a bunch of logs and rocks and stuff in there, and was a paintball. We created it to be a paintball arena. So, yeah. And then, yeah, so looking over here, down here. Oh, wow. Whoa. This is all new since I've been down here. Let me, I'm gonna go down here and check this out real quick. Or maybe I'll go this way. I think I may have just found something. What it is, I don't know. Let's see what it might be. Hang tight, guys. We got a duck under stuff down here. Oh, wow. That's like a homeless person's dream right there. That's like a homeless person's mansion. Wow. Anyways, this pit right here that I'm in right now was also a mine, not a mine, like a pit for paintball. It's like a paintball arena when we were kids. Actually, a lot of us put a lot of work into it. Even like people we didn't know would come down here and put in work in it at different times. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm in Nancy. The perp knew every inch of Nancy's yard, I think. Yeah, I agree. Sunflower. Question is, where is that perpetrator now? You know, man, it's frustrating. That's just one thing that's really frustrating is not knowing where that creep, asshole is. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. All right, cool. Now we're getting some viewers in here. Welcome all in the chat. There, that is again. That's the. It's like an open paintball pit arena. Used to go, like have paintball fights in that when we were younger kids. So pretty cool. As far as my walk down through here, it's actually been so I probably walked back down through here. I want to say probably year and a half, 2 years ago, and when I did, I will say there was a ton of trash down here, but not anymore. Look at that, guys. It's a rock cairn. So I'm pretty sure the reason why people put those there is rock cairns are like a symbol of, like a trail marker. They put it there so that when they're walking back, they know where to go. So, sorry, kind of moving the camera around a whole bunch, but just bear with me, guys. I'm working on getting down to this to the lakes. I just want to go to the bodies of water just to see what they look like. I mean, you never know. We may find something along the way. We may not. I don't know. I really don't. But as you can see, this whole area, yeah, it's kind of just like a wooded area. A lot of it looks like the trees through here are like palo verdes, mesquites. There's some thorn bushes. So I don't remember walking this way last time, but let's see. Yeah. So just to let you guys on in a little something too is I've like John Deere Girl. I've been actually searching since like the third day in the case, but this is honestly like my fourth stream over the last couple of weeks. I was never a big streamer or anything like that, but JLR and 8x7 were like, yeah, start streaming it, dude. Start getting it out there. The most important thing about streaming is that you're going to get people with ideas, people that are going to, support you in what you're doing. So, meaning they're going to like, they're going to give me hints and stuff like that as far as what's going to happen. So, I may, I feel like I might be getting lost. I think it's taking me back, which is fine if I head back. I was kind of interested in seeing what that truck with that camper was out there. I don't know. We'll find out once I get back in that area again, because I might go by there. That was just really odd because that truck and that camper is in a washy area, and I've never seen something like that parked down in this Pantana wash area. That's really suspicious, unless it's someone, because there are houses along the wash, so it may be possible that someone that lives in one of those houses just drove his car down in that area, but I don't see why they would do that. So I don't know, very weird. Yeah, all right. All right, stand by with me, guys. Stand by. All right, coming up on a sign. Let's check this out. Hi. There, trail, keep pets on leash. Strange. Yeah. Currently, right now, I'm on the east side of Tucson. I don't know, Lisa. So, I did do a lot of searching in her neighborhood. Um, I guess not her. Well, I mean her surrounding neighborhood. I mean, like I wasn't directly in her neighborhood, like looking through people's yards, but basically the searching I did over in that area was through like washes and canals and like alleys and things like that. Things where we can walk, right? And then up, I don't know, it was about 2 weeks ago. I wasn't streaming or anything. I had a friend with me. We were doing some searching out by Nancy's house. And this lady walked up to us and basically just said, we were in a public wash. And she walked up to us and just said, hey, you guys know you're on private property? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It was one of the residents that lived in that area. I'm like, this is a public wash. She's like, no, actually, it's my property. I'm like, where do you live? And she pointed like, I don't know, 100 yards away at a house. And so I kind of just said, you know what? All right, whatever. And I told my friend, I was like, hey, let's just get out of here. I don't want any problems. And the lady was like, well, I even told the lady, like, I don't see any no trespassing signs. So I don't know how this is, you know what I mean? I don't know how this is, we're on private property. Anyways, I just ended up telling her, had you guys been like this about 2 months ago, with trespassers coming in your neighborhood. This man never happened with Nancy. She kind of just put her head down and walked away. So, I don't know where I just took a walk to. That was kind of crazy. It made me a little nervous, so didn't even know I could almost get lost in an area I grew up in. But yeah, so as you guys can see, yes, I am searching through. It's kind of like a forested, wooded area on the east side of Tucson, and looking for clues of, who knows? I mean, the perps could have grown up out here, right? Could have been a gang from the east side. Could have been a gang from the west side. Could have been a clique from the north side. Who knows? I just think the more areas we can get searched and marked off our list, the better. Many are saying the gun had a silencer. The gun was just to get. Yep. No, I agree. Give me one second, guys. I gotta leave the live real quick. Give me 2 seconds. As I left, you're gonna want to kind of where I just came back to. Give me 1 second. All right. So, you know what? Oh, man. Sorry, I was just trying to make it brighter. But look at this, guys. Check this out. So, amongst all the walking I've been doing and getting mixed up, this is what I was talking about to you guys earlier. So I thought I was walking. Back towards my car, but no, I was actually walking to where the lakes are. So, all right. So here is Castle Rock Lakes, guys. Pretty. Wow, look at the water. It's really clear. I mean, I could see pretty good into that water. They must have been doing a lot of cleaning out or something. Interesting. As you guys can see off over in the distance there, just across the lake, this is called Castle Lake Community. So basically, there's people out here every day fishing, things of that nature. I'm really not going to go too deep into this area because if you're not a part of that community, you can get kicked out of here for trespassing. So, hey, JLR sent you. What's up, Maria? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I know, UCLA, Jen. That water is clear. It's crazy. So I grew up by this lake, but I've never seen water like that clear. We actually, when I was a kid, I caught like a 10-pound catfish in this lake. I mean, that was like awesome to me. I can't see anything right now, but yeah, water is, wow. I don't know. Can you guys, I don't know if you can even, it's probably, the video is probably not doing it any justice. But yeah, it is. It is really beautiful. JLR didn't send anyone. We saw the comment. Oh, well, thank you. Hi, Brenda. Stand and deliver. Wow, so this is, oh, there's a turtle right there. All right, you guys ready to see this turtle? See his little head popped up right there? There's a turtle right there, and he's actually swimming away from me. I don't know if you guys can see him. I think that's probably like a red-eared glider or something, but kind of looks like a Loch Ness, huh? Holy moly. All right, now we're getting some people in here. Well, thank you guys. I think the turtle ducked underwater, but so this lake is Castle Rock Lake. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because yeah. Thank you so much, Jen. I really do appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Wow, super cool. I am gonna leave this lake area now. I really only have like an hour and a half left to stream before I gotta pick up the little one from dance. So we're kind of just checking some things out here. There's a lady over here. I might ask her. I don't know, maybe not. There's your puppy. Hello, puppy. How old is he? She. Yeah. I swear, man, some people just don't want to talk. Just don't want to talk. No matter how friendly you are to people, sometimes they just don't want to talk. Oh, I am a cat. Meow, meow. Right on, Ben. You are awesome. Thank you for sending a bunch of people here. It's really appreciated. I was trying to get a hold of Jim earlier today, but no luck. I couldn't get a hold of him. I emailed him twice, haven't heard anything back, and now I think I'm going to start walking back through this foresty area right here. So if you guys want to just hang with me real quick, we might be coming up on something pretty crazy here in a few. Before I came down here, when I was in that washy area, there was a truck with a camper on it that I've never seen in the wash area, so it was pretty strange. I think I may go check it out. Yeah. Do you guys know if 857 is streaming right now? He is streaming right now. All right. I was gonna text him, but I don't have a second phone, so I may have to text him from this phone. But I don't want to do it right now. So basically, oh, where am I going? I think I'm going the wrong way. What was that? They're handing out flyers tomorrow. I might join them in doing that, but personally, I just like searching. I really want this thing to end. I really would like this whole thing to end. Again, because it's put the city of Tucson on the map, and it's not in a a light or positive way. So he's going to walk and hand out flyers. Cool deal. That does actually sound like a yeah. But hang with me, guys. Like I said, we might be coming up on something here in a minute because when I walked in here earlier, there was a camper with a truck, and it just looked really suspicious. So I was asked to check it out, but just to be careful. So DGL's coming back tonight? No way. That would be cool. You know, DGL. So I have not been down in this area again. I grew up in this area, but I have not been down in this area for quite some time. Give me just a second here, guys. I need to see exactly where I'm at. I know where I'm at. Did anyone see the light on JLR showing the dead? Wait, what? Showing the dead patch in Nancy's lawn from the drone footage? That was green grass 2 months ago. Uh-oh. Does that mean the gardener's not doing his job, or? Well, the gardener was only, well, wait, the gardener was probably coming once a month, huh? Just give me a heads up if you guys hear rattlesnakes. That's the one thing I hate about living in the desert, is those things, and they're not aggressive really. Well, they're aggressive if you're on their territory. So if you get in their area, yes, they get very upset with you. Which currently right now I'm in their area. So hopefully, just hopefully, I don't piss any off. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh man. In case anybody was wondering what I look like, I just look like your average burly mountain man, I guess. Not even burly. So Let's see what's going on. Missing. Actually, wait, who made a last minute decision to leave? DGL? Huh. Trying to figure out who they're talking about. Burley is over. DGL. Wow, interesting. There I am, guys. Yes, I am rooting for Wildcats in the Final Four. Bear down. That's what I always say. All right, so I wonder if it's just because JLR came back, Brian Enton came back. Although I do remember Brian Enton and JLR, I do remember them saying like they weren't going to come back unless something broke through. So did something break through that I missed? Or maybe it's just because the saw it at Nancy's handing out the flyers, I guess. Ah, man. All right. Thank you guys for all joining. Again, I'm ready to get some water once I get back to the car. And yeah. So hang tight just for a minute for me, guys. Just enjoy this walk as we go through. Again, I'm going to, when I get up here a little ways, I am going to probably walk over and see what that stray truck was doing in the, in that, wow, that's just really weird. I will be careful as well. That's a good question, T. Clark. I'm not too sure, honestly. Huh. Okay. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh, rattlesnake was at Nancy's today? Eesh, that's scary. Who saw it? Ouch. No thanks for the rattlesnake. I've seen a lot of rattlesnakes in my area in my day. Yeah, I bet you are, dude. That was kind of weird, man. That truck looking kind of weird. About Patch Nancy's backyard. Be careful. Yes, I will be careful. I will be very careful. All right, guys, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Nobody got to leave. Just give me one. No, we're good. I'm still here. I mean, come on. I'm out in the middle of the woods. What do you guys? You got to go. You got to go. All right. Now I'm just trying to find my way back to my car. It's crazy. I grew up in this area, but honestly, over the last 2 years, this entire foresty area has just changed drastically. And now I'm like, what the hell am I getting lost going through here? It's crazy. He's got his arm floats. Oh, that's funny. It's my torso float. All right, cool. Now I know where I'm at. I think I'll be able to make it home safely. All right. Yeah, I just had to water all these like trees and bushes and stuff down here. Ah, dude, more people jumped in. So, all right, if you guys want to hang out and see something kind of crazy, stand by for about another 15 minutes or come back in 15 minutes. I am going to approach a truck, a straight truck sitting in the wash up here. What is this? For Carl. Wow. Just down here in the middle of like this woods by the wash, someone brought a bench down for Carl. There's a beautiful little coyote den. It's an A-frame coyote den. So you guys are wondering, that's what the coyotes do. They make A-frame coyote. Yeah, crazy. Unbelievably crazy. All right, so now I'm out in this open area in the wash, but you got to be really careful because the rattlesnakes do blend in with this dirt. They can blend in with it almost instantaneously because this dirt is really soft, so they can go underneath the dirt and basically barely stick their head out. So if I step on a rattlesnake's head, we're gonna find out real quick. I am wearing some steel toe oil rig boots, so they're pretty thick. So I think I'll be all right, but I am gonna be coming up on this truck here pretty soon. So if you guys want to hang tight and check it out, stick around. And the only reason I'm talking is because earlier someone said, why isn't he talking? So then I keep talking, and then they go, this guy talks a lot. So I don't know what to do. Do I not talk? Do I talk? I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, here we go. Keep talking. I am talking and I am walking. So right now I'm walking down towards that abandoned, I don't even know if it's abandoned, just that stray truck that I saw down there. Again, there are houses along this area that possibly it could be belong to someone that lives in a house along this wash. Now, as you guys can see right now, all these trees and bushes and stuff here, about 25 years ago, none of this stuff was here. It was about, honestly, it was about 75 yards across, this wash was, and water would run through it after every monsoon in the summer, and then after every winter with the snow. I mean, that was when we were constantly getting rain every year in the 90s. But since then, it just hasn't rained like it used to in the 90s, and all these bushes and stuff they've had time to grow. So, yeah. All right, so as you guys can see right now, I'm walking through the wash. Oh, good YouTuber keeps talking. Nice, thank you. Hey, Cedar, what's going on? Thank you, Brenda. So guys, I don't know if you can see ahead of me. Yes. Thank you, Mystic. Thank you. So, there's a truck up there ahead. You guys see the camper shell of the truck. I'm gonna kind of approach that area. Sorry, I'm not the best cameraman, so just trying to keep a steady hand. But that camper, that truck, vehicles never park down in this area. What that tells me about that scene right there is someone is living in that truck right there in the wash. But until I can get a full view on it, it's very possible that could be up on a hill in someone's property. So I don't want to make assumptions right away until I get a full view on the truck. This is actually too an area that 857 grew up in, because he grew up 4 houses up the street from me. So he would be Like if he was watching this right now, he'd be really familiar with where I'm at, and that this isn't really something that's common where a vehicle just parks down here on the wash and people live out of it. But as I look now, it does look like the truck may be up on the bank. So here's a bank right here. As we get further over that way, I may be able to see if it's on the bank. And if it is, honestly, I think I'm gonna leave it alone because that is private property and me no like drama. So if there's no reason for me to be over there, I'm not going over there. Straight up Nattown. Sorry. Yes, I'll stick to my day job. Sorry. Ooh, it's warm out here. Yeah. Man, look at this stuff. Crazy. Again, being down here, and I'm at, oh, yep. Yeah, that truck is up on the bank. There's actually a bunch of signs right here that say private property on that tree. Yep, that truck is up on a bank. As you guys can see over there, that truck is up on the bank. He's not in the wash. So something cool I'll tell you guys too. If you look at this bank here, this bank used to be about, that bank right there used to be about this far out. So I'm gonna say it's probably gone in about 30 feet. Why that is, I don't know. I don't know if they, I haven't lived in this neighborhood in a long time, so I don't know if construction crews and stuff came down here and like widened this or something. I don't know, honestly. There's an old sewer there. Weird. Erosion, yeah. I mean, I personally would have thought, like, had it not rained down here in years, used to, and then finally we got a good storm and it just barreled through all that and knocked all that out. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't know. Maybe it is easier to move dry dirt than it is to move wet dirt, I guess. I don't know. But I am heading back to my car now. I'm gonna continue to stay alive just in case I come across anything anywhere, honestly. I am on the east side of Tucson right now. So most of the day I've probably had about 10 to 15 viewers in here, and then it just suddenly jumped up to 40. Thank you, UCLA Jen, for that. Super cool of you to do that. And then I'm planning on going live tomorrow, but it's not 100% set in stone yet. It just all depends. If you guys did not hear earlier, I am a father, married with 4 kids, so I can't, it's really hard for me to stream every day, and then with work and yada yada. So I don't know. I might, hopefully this whole Nancy thing gets solved soon, and then maybe like I'll create a kids channel with my girls, and they can teach other kids how to do dance moves and stuff, or something like that. I don't know. I build a cool YouTube channel with my kids, something cool like that. So right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get back to my vehicle. I'm really surprised that I haven't come across any rattlesnakes. It really is. This really is rattlesnake weather. When it starts getting, right now it feels really humid out. It's probably about 80 degrees, 85 maybe. And yeah, it's starting to feel like dampish, soaking a little bit. I'm not used to the humidity. Being born and raised in Tucson, don't know if you guys know, but it's a dry heat. So dry heat is what I am normally used to. Oh, man, I wish. Oh, if you go check out my posts on my channel, if you scroll back on my posts a while back, I did post a couple of pictures of some rattlesnakes mating, actually down in this area where we were just at. A couple years ago. There are actually some really cool pictures, and I was almost thinking about like making some postcards with them or something like that, something cool. So yeah, I can't forget the Dadas. Dadas be good. Very suspicious and scary. Yes, yes, yes. All right, well, hang tight with me here, guys. I am going to get ready to get in my car and head out of this area. We're just going to go from there. We'll see what's going on as we continue the drive. No reason to go anywhere right now. I was talking about earlier, so I think I gotta remember tonight to get on the website and print out some of those flyers that I saw on the FBI website, because I think I'm gonna hand out some of those tomorrow too. The more people you get involved in this, the better. You know, God, it's unbelievable though. It's just so unbelievable. Whew, I am pretty spent after that hike. Let me start my car real quick, and then we'll get everything set up. Here we go. All right, car's gonna get that cooled off there for a minute. Surprisingly, too, I was out all that time for my phone and it didn't overheat. I don't think, was there any buffering while we were out right now, guys? I don't know if you can let me know in the chat. That would be awesome. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was, I don't think I can tell when it's buffering or anything like that. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, stand by. I need water. Right on, cool. Thank you. Good to hear. Uh-oh. All right, give me just a second here, guys. I'm plugging things in, and I'm gonna get to driving again. And who knows? Maybe we'll come across something. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But I am gonna. I might take some shortcuts on the way back to my area, honestly, just to see kind of what's going on. Wait, what was that? What did T. Clark say? Gardener, the gardener fixed sprinkler in front of steps. They must have broken it. Huh? Huh. That's true. That is a good point. Huh. That is a good point. I don't know. It just, it really surprises me that nobody noticed the eyes of the man behind the mask. And I get some families out there protect each other. I'm gonna tell you right now, if my eyes look like the eyes behind the mask in that perp's mask, right when my mom saw that, if she saw that on the news and she could tell it was my eyes, my ass would have been in jail quick. Yeah, my mom is a snitch. I'll say that. My mom, that's just one person I would never do any crime with. My mom, yeah. And that's where I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand how nobody has noticed the face, the eyes behind the mask. Like, how has nobody noticed the eyes behind the mask? Yeah, easily. My mom has turned me in before earlier in my life, in my late teens and my early 20s when I would get in trouble. Yeah, she did turn me in a couple times, for stupid stuff. I mean, you know, paraphernalia, whatever, bag of pot, whatever. But, I mean, something like this, yeah, I would have been locked up right away. And that's what puzzles me, man. I mean, I get that families can be tight, but yeah, protecting a monster, exactly. Person who harms an 84-year-old lady. Yeah, so like, yeah, that's exactly it. Anybody that's protecting this guy deserves to do the same amount of time or the same amount of punishment as the guy who did it, or individuals who did it. I guess I should say. I shouldn't single it out to male or female. Who knows? But the perp, yeah. But I'm thinking, yeah, my thought process right now is he. Here's what I'm thinking after kind of like just looking at the chat today and other chats and getting involved with things. Personally, exactly, it could be that. But my thing is this was an inside job. Like, not an inside job, but like there was a couple people. I think there was at least 2 or 3 people, right? I believe that they made a pact to not talk, right? But then after it was done, I believe someone mentioned they were going to talk. And when that happened, that person was unalived, I believe. So there's only maybe 2 left, maybe only 1. And I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking it was a ransom. They didn't want anything out of the house. They weren't going to make it, they didn't want to make it look like a burglary or robbery or anything like that. They came for one thing, that was her, in return for the ransom. And in that process, while that was happening, over a certain amount of time, like, by God, I hate to say it, and again, this is just me speculating, this is my opinion, but I think she, honestly, I don't know, it's hard to say. He was either unalived or she passed away, right? That's what I think. And so when that happened, that's when the ransom stopped, because they knew they couldn't. So it was just an abduction gone bad, right? They thought they could take someone, not realizing she needed medications and her pacemaker, all that, right? She needed all that functioning to be able to be healthy, I guess. I don't know. I don't think a lot of us know what her condition was like. But, I mean, even from that interview with Savannah, I mean, what did Savannah said she'd heard from God herself. She said God told her, she's with me now, right? So I mean, even her own daughter is pretty much to the point, like, it's just, yeah. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that, T. Clark. I pretty much think, yeah, it was an abduction for a ransom because her daughter's wealthy, and unfortunately, I think during that time, like I think, the two ransoms that Savannah, she obviously felt in her heart that those were real, and I would probably agree with her. Those were probably real. Why they didn't follow up on them, I don't know. I mean, they probably didn't, they probably wanted to see some form of life or some form of her, right? But I don't think the perpetrator was willing to take pictures of Nancy, whether it was using a phone, a camera. I don't think they wanted to give anyone, I don't think the perpetrator wanted to give the law enforcement an idea of where they could be. Um, and that can happen, right? In pictures, when you're taking pictures and things like that, especially with the phone. If you send someone a phone or a picture through your phone, cops can immediately go into that and find out where that phone is at, blah, 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 blah. Wait, what did I miss right there? Did they get an apology? Oh, I didn't hear anything about that. An apology, ransom letter? I do know, wasn't there a letter, um, like 5 or 6 days after she was abducted, and there was a letter that said, that Nancy had mentioned that she was scared, but she was safe. Can anybody confirm that? I thought there was a ransom note that had the ransom on it, but it also said Nancy's words: "I'm safe, but I'm scared," or "I'm scared, but I'm safe." Oh, that's Judy. All right. So no apology letter, but wasn't there a ransom letter that Nancy said she was scared but safe? God, I swear there was. Yeah. All right. No, I couldn't remember. I thought that I'm like dreaming about that, or I mean, I don't know. Over the last 2 months, it's kind of just been a whirlwind of thoughts, emotions, and all that. That's the second one TMZ got. All right, yeah. So, I mean, at the same time, anybody could have said they were Nancy and said that's how they were feeling. I think one thing the family should have probably responded into those ransom letters is like, have our mother tell us something that only we as her family would know, right? That would have probably been a sign right there that, okay, they have my mom, or they have Nancy. I think that, I heard they said in the letter they did not realize Nancy was sick. Oh, wow. So, oh man, interesting. Wait, so you saw a letter where it said that the perpetrators had said they didn't believe Nancy was sick, or they didn't think Nancy was sick? Is that just unconfirmed hearsay? Just wondering, because I don't remember seeing anything like that. But that's huge. If there was something like that out there. I don't think I saw that either. Um, wow. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have either. Um, Personally, the way this perpetrator looked in the footage and the fact that he was carrying a gun, he's probably, I don't know, he's a prohibited possessor. I don't think anybody knows that, but just the way the perpetrator looked, I don't really think he cared if Nancy was sick or not, to be honest with you. you're abducting somebody, I don't think you care at all what's going on with that individual when you should. Especially if you're going to be asking for a ransom from someone's family member, you should care about that person that you're taking because look what's happened, you know? Had they been, you know, had they laid it out and been really smart, they would have freaking got all her medications, her phone, you know. But she didn't say, you know, God. Do you think they maybe, what's that stuff that like kidnappers and they put over your mouth to put you to sleep? What is that stuff called? Chloroform? Yeah, that would have been all over the news. I agree, Mystic. I agree. But what's that stuff called when they kidnapper or an abductor puts it over your mouth and it puts you to sleep? Like, I'm wondering if they put that over her mouth, put her to sleep, and then that's when they drag her out. You know, maybe the blood was a bloody nose from earlier when she got home. After Tommaso dropped her off, she got to the door, had a little, you know, nose bleed or whatever, and it dripped by the door, and she kind of like what, like kind of blew a snot rocket and it sprayed. You know. Okay, yeah. So that's where, you know, that's my other guess, because you would think if she was being taken from her house. I mean, I don't know if she would have, you know, I need my medications. I need my medications, please. You know, but who knows? Maybe she wasn't even thinking about that if someone was taking her. This whole thing is just so sad. Very sad. Yeah. You know, I think that's probably the only sloppy part where they messed up was if they were taking for her for a ransom, they should have looked into a lot more about her, right? Known her illnesses, known how to treat all that shit if we're going to be able to get money out of the family for abducting her, right? Heart attack? Absolutely, that could have happened. Absolutely, I agree, that could have happened, man. 84-year-old woman um, already has. No, yeah, no, I don't think it was random either. Um, at the same time, what did Nano say? It was targeted, but be careful because this perp could strike again. Well, if that was a targeted event, why would he strike again? Oh man, you guys are amazing. Thank you for the likes and just everything today, guys. I really, yeah, he is an idiot. Um, so I don't know. I am heading back to my house right now just because I got to pick up my girls in a little bit. I don't know. I might jump on live right now, or not right now, later tonight, and maybe just kind of get everybody together to talk. You know, come up with ideas that I can write down in a journal just to maybe have better way, you know, better areas to look. Plan was hoping to go to the north side of Tucson tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Um, it just all depends on what's going on with family and whatnot. Um, but mods, missing in alerts, Mystic Mama, UCLA Jen. I don't know if she's still in here. She brought a lot of people in here, so that was super cool. Yeah. Yes, I will. I'll let them know that. TC Clark, yeah, my wife is like, so my wife's working from home right now, so she can watch our granddaughter. But here in next week, she's going back to work in the office. Like she's been working from home since COVID, but next week she's going to work in the office. So I'll have to be watching my granddaughter on my days off more than likely. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to take my 4-year-old granddaughter out in the heat to do all this, but I'll have to figure something out. At least dedicate 1 day a week to this or something, you know. I wish I could dedicate all 7 days to doing this, you know. It's frustrating, guys. It is frustrating. But again, I appreciate you all for today. I feel like I got some boots on the ground today. I mean, I went from I-19 to Green Valley, back up Old Nogales Highway, stopped in new areas that where I could. It's good to know, like down there now, that you can't really, there's not really a lot of areas along I-19 that you can search because there's barbed wire fences everywhere. But so I mean, it's good to know that now. I do know Tubac. I used to work on some jobs down in Tubac, which is south of Green Valley, and I do know there's a lot of open areas down there too. Again, that was 20 years ago, so everything's probably wired off again. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. So I don't know, guys. I'm just hoping that um, we get some answers soon regarding this case. You know, I just really hope we do. Again, thank you guys, every one of you. I really appreciate all the support and everything. You guys have been great. Um, I'll let you know if I'm going live tomorrow, or just make sure when you subscribe to my channel, just make sure you turn on the alerts for my channel, and that way it'll show you when I'm going live. So thank you guys so much. I tip my hat to you, and I really appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye, guys.